Hey kids, welcome to another episode of the 1/6 Pack, episode 76. If you're new to the show, we discuss 1/6 figures, hot toys, 3-0 in art, Asmus, third party, all the big ones. And we have a little something to drink while we do it. Welcome to join us. You don't have to, but
you should.
You should. Well, I mean, if that's your thing, if it's not your thing, do your thing. My name is Trevor 1/6 Shooter. With me, as always, my co-hosts. TJ, Capes and Rifles. Tom, I got it right.
Yep. It's always the opposite of what you think it is.
I know. It's like it's still not intuitive after all this time. No. Boys, what's going on? How are you? Good.
TJ?
Wow.
You had something.
Excellent.
No, it's been a day. It's been a day.
You had a day off today, so it's been a great day, right?
Yeah, it should be a great day.
I had electrical issues last night.
Oh
God.
Yeah, almost had a fire on the breaker panel.
Was it the beeping thing? The fire
no.
alarm? Was that what it was? No?
No. Here's the funny part. So apparently, like,
finally came home to roost.
Well, no, we almost had more beeping, but like one of the our main breaker panel, I learned today, is pretty much close to being overloaded. And two of the breakers failed, and they started to spark. And like, if we hadn't caught it in time,
damn, dude.
Yeah, it would have fucking caught fire. But
yeah,
one of the breakers that I didn't know was bad. Like, when I turned it off, I realized it turned off like all of the outlets here in the basement, and like our Wi-Fi is plugged in here. So like, I'm upstairs, and it's quiet. I'm like annoyed. I'm waiting for the electrician, and then I hear that beeping again. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I can't fucking win with this thing. But then it was just a Wi-Fi alert, and it's fine now. That was my day.
So what did the electrician have to do?
He took out the breakers that went bad, but then there's like one space in there that I can't use anymore because it's burnt. So I probably have to upgrade to a 200 amp service, which is like $4,000.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to. For this house that size, I'm surprised you're not on 2,000.
Hot toys.
What?
You can get a better.
So take a month off and buying 1/6 scale, and you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
It's
a few clones. That's just a few clones. You'll be fine.
If it wasn't for the show, I would have started drinking at like 11 o'clock this morning.
That would have made for the show to be like something special. You should have done that anyway.
I would have been passed out now. Well, I'm here.
Let's get going. So, I was going to do the whole spiel where we go live every other Friday, but we really don't. We don't. It all depends. I mean, last week we would have, but Tom had something to do, and there really was nothing to talk about. And this time around, boy, we got a lot to talk about. So,
boy.
Boy, oh boy. And we have a special guest tonight. We have a special guest host. He is a 1/6 collector, a content creator right here on the tubes. He just recently hit 1,000 subscribers. So congratulations.
Do you think he'll do a 1,000 celebration show and actually do it?
No. Let's ask him. I don't know. Here he is.
Low-hanging fruit.
Austin Nicholas. What's up, Austin?
Guys? Happy to be here.
Welcome to the show, man.
76.
What's that?
Welcome.
So thanks for having me on episode 76.
76, yeah. 76.
Wow. I stopped
Also,
counting.
For the 1K live stream, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It feels a lot less than 76, but yeah, will you be doing a 1K special with giveaways and things like that? Because
man, you know what? I don't know about that. I don't think so. Right. Not live streaming on my channel yet.
It's a milestone.
You just say that you're going to do it, and then tease it out until you're about 3,000 followers. And
you could do it for
pushing the carrot out.
Yeah.
You could do it for comments and things like that. Leave a comment on a specific video. You can give something away. I'm not trying to get you to give that shit away. Like, I don't know if you give it away or not. I'm just saying, it's a fun thing to do. Except I haven't done it, so I can't really.
It's one of those things. It's something I've thought about, and I like doing these live streams. I do them every week and whatnot, but I've never hosted it, and I just feel like there's immense pressure with that. Like, it's different. Like here, I get to kind of just chill and hang out and whatnot. And it, moderating one of these, I'm sure takes quite a bit more effort, keeping up with all of us, and then the comments.
I do nothing for the show. No, I do a little bit of. No, I mean, once you get going, man, it's just like talking with your friends, right? You're just hanging out with people, and so I mean, for the most part, there's a little bit of agenda, but we try to be as polished as we can. But yeah.
Come on.
I'm almost to 2,500, so maybe we'll do 2,500. Maybe we'll do the 2,500.
There you go.
thing.
You know what? You should definitely do a live streaming giveaway at 2,500.
Oh, I got giveaway stuff. We've had people. Alberto.
He's had giveaway stuff since it was 1,000. So
there's a pile
Hey.
over here. So like, I just got to get it together. The tough part is getting everybody together, organizing that kind of stuff is just like, it's a lot to get people on, guests and things like that. So you were easy. I just invited you and you said, yeah, sure, I'll come on. So
Of
that was
course,
awesome.
I like watching you guys' live stream. I like keeping up with y'all. So of course, yeah.
Yeah.
thank you.
So Austin is on YouTube, Austin_Nicholas. Great channel. Lots of really diverse stuff too. Like you've got unboxings. I enjoyed the top 10 third-party figures. You get a lot of third-party figures, which I didn't realize.
Yeah, I've never really counted like figures in the collection or whatnot, but I think I think there ended up being quite a bit more than I thought with third party in the collection. So
I was happy to see your number one was the same as what would be my number one, which I'm not going to say out loud, so people go and watch
the video. Yeah, there's some good ones in there though for sure. Yeah, those creep up on you, man. I mean, those third parties, like, I mean, they're, it's like right there. It's $180 or something like that. It looks pretty good. Sometimes it looks great. Sometimes you
Austin,
can't get it in any other form.
correct me if-
So.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of them are because of they're from movies or films that you like that just Hot Toys doesn't have a license for. SciShow doesn't do stuff for it.
exactly, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's giving me like that character IP that's currently not licensed by like Hot Toys or anything else. Or sometimes it's just like that price to value. I just deem really good, like that So Toys Gambit. I wanted that versus like the Sideshow one. Only because I thought it looked better than on.
Way better.
Very blown
Definitely
away.
better. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what do you? So you're doing a lot of. Do you enjoy the editing part of the YouTube videos since you're not doing a lot of lives and stuff like that? You enjoy the. I mean, you do your own lives, right? You're on by yourself for the most part.
I go on like Collector Joey's live stream every
Oh, that's
week.
right. You're on other people's lives. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll jump on Collector Joy and
the
Hot Toys
editing
Hotline and
portion. The editing portion of it and like getting certain angles and whatnot, I'm still learning that. Like that's the part that make me like trepidatious on some things of like trying to figure out how to do that. So I'm still not comfortable. Like everything else I've pretty much done have been like vlogs and all that have been pretty easy. But these last two videos of actually doing like the rankings, that's my first time doing a voiceover or trying to do different transitions. But it's been
pretty
fun.
good, man. And you did a good job. Like I think you just got to jump in there and do it too. Like a lot of people will. I agonize over. I mean, we're like Tom and I are designers, and it's like it's kind of our blood to agonize over like, things looking good and like being, and you can't. You just, I'm not a professional video editor. I do the best I can, but it is time consuming, and that's why I don't have a lot of those up here. That's why.
You're right. You're right. I kept telling myself, I was like, you know what? Once I get a little bit more confidence, I'll go ahead and do this or that.
Yeah.
Then I think if you keep doing that, you'll never actually get that confidence that you want. Yeah. So luckily I just have good friends who kept pushing me to do it. And I had fun. So like, I'm still enjoying it. It's like exciting. Like even before this, I was actually filming another video and getting that done. And it's fun. And it's fun right now. And I don't want to lose that aspect of it.
Yeah. And honestly, there's a thing to, big channels need to be highly polished. I think the more broad subject matter channels need to be a little bit better if you want to, if you're looking to get into that stratosphere of 100,000 followers and stuff, which I'm not. You know what I mean? Listen, I wouldn't throw it away, but it's not going to happen. So, but so like people are okay with a little bit of roughness. You know what I mean? I think they just like to see if you got good content, if you've got an interesting take on a video or something like that. It can be a little rough, I think
you watch
the
a lot
audio
of these
is the
videos
biggest
for
thing.
personality, right? You're watching it for the person more than the transition, which is nice if it's presented really well. And I know that this is me and you, Trevor, would definitely like agonize over, that transition cuts in a weird way, and then we're gonna be agonizing over that thing just because one person out of like thousands that might see it would maybe say something, but probably not. And that's not why people are there looking at it. They're there because you present stuff well.
And meanwhile, with the most things, the thing that people usually say is the audio It's all about the audio. The audio sounds bad. If the audio sounds good, your video can be, choppy, rough, whatever. Not bad, but like your transitions don't have to be as smooth as they could be or whatever. But anyway, but as long as you're having fun, man, that's great. And you're having fun, and you're up to 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome, man. That's fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And when we met, you were still talking about maybe doing a YouTube channel because I think that's Rachel was saying how you should do it, and then you got back from London, and you're like, I think I'm going to do it, and that was
I got to meet Tom and Susan last year in London, which was awesome. It was such a great time. Yeah, I had just started figuring out who all these like YouTubers or like people in this space actually were, so like it was fun for me. But yeah, I kept tossing around the idea of like doing YouTube, but it's one of those really scary things. I was like, no, I feel super uncomfortable. I don't know how to film anything. I don't know how to edit or do any of this. And Rachel's actually the one who like, she kept taking like videos of like us in London at Star Wars Celebration. She made me like do these like intros, which I felt uncomfortable doing, but she kept pushing it. And then she like edited and made the first video on my channel. So then I was like, you know what? She went through all that effort. So yeah, let's continue. Let's see what happens.
Get that ball that she got onto the field and just keep it running.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's the least I can do,
Well, you're definitely doing more than the least you could do. You're doing some great stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know about great, but I appreciate it.
Also up on Instagram at Austin_Nicholas_. So that's the only difference between that and the YouTube. It's got a great room, some great stuff. So yeah, go check them out, man. Go follow them if you're not already. You probably are, but if you're not, you're not. Anyway, let's jump in to see who's here, and then we'll get to drinks just real quick. Jeremy Govier, Dave Orkin, what's up, Dave? Vonnie Rotten, what's going on, Vonnie? I am TJ, my brother. What's going on, man? Vonnie says, I'm not a regular viewer, but this might be the most I've ever heard TJ speak. All shows combined.
At least 2 other episodes. At least.
I was gonna say.
Last episode, Trevor walked away for a little bit. You would have heard TJ,
and he had to. Yeah.
That's right.
Caleb collects. Alan Rappaport, what's up, Alan? Silent
what's up?
Zombie. Avengergram Comics. Don't panic, everyone. I'm here. Thank God.
I think he's actually at the Star Wars event in Hong Kong. Avengergram.
Avengergram is?
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Oh wow, nice.
He was posting pictures of the queue.
Send us some pictures, live pictures. That'd be great. Wholesome Warlock is here. Van Johnson is here. Van, I'm going to get to what I'm drinking in a second. Yeah. All right, we got some people. Okay, so if you're drinking something, what are you drinking? Let's Tom, what do you got?
I went to the store and saw. I like. Yeah, I went to the store. I
It's a
didn't
good place to
steal
get
this.
beer.
I didn't knock over a truck or anything. I've had Russian River Brewing Company on the show a lot. They had a new one called Pliny for President, which is the
Pliny the Elder. Yeah.
Yep, triple dry hopped IPA.
Nice.
It's delicious. So it's a variant of their Pliny the Elder. Really good.
We've talked about Pliny the Elder before. I still have yet to have that, and it's like the Pappy Van Winkle of beer. Like it's just like, oh, you gotta have the Pliny. Yeah, I think it's because it's elusive. It's like when you get it, it's like, it's good. That's what I've heard anyway.
That's 100%. It's okay. So it's you're from the area where Yingling was almost the same thing for us back then, because like you could only get it in like New Jersey or something like that, and then when I was in Rhode Island and Connecticut, and it was when I finally had it, I was like, I finally have the Yingling, and I drank it. I was like, oh, it's good. It's a better one of those. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly. Austin, you're too fit to be a drinker, I think, right? You're not drinking.
So I do drink, but I'm currently like dieting for summer. It's just like this silly thing I do every single year. So I got some water.
There you go.
All right, good for you.
Dieting
what kind of water?
Summer. You look shredded year round, dude. Come on.
At least tell us what kind of water it is. What is it?
Oh man, it's just that great value.
Oh,
water bottle.
Nice.
The best stuff. The Coors Light of water.
You know what? I'm one of those people.
Oh, sorry,
I don't really like taste the difference in like any of the expensive ones versus like regular bottle.
I'm kidding. Like it makes no difference whatsoever. It's water. TJ, what do you got?
A water bottle and fill it up with tap water. So
yeah, I know exactly.
Having Strongbow.
Strongbow.
I'm currently working on my winter body, so I'm having some Strongbow.
You're getting an early start. I love that.
You're getting an early start on the winter body, which is good. Packing on that fat just in case.
Yep.
It's a cold one, right?
Yep.
Van, thank you for the $1.99. We have killed 3/4 of a bottle of small batch. Wow. Who's
nice. We? They're having a good time, whoever they are.
Hell
They're
yeah.
having a great time.
Avenger is drinking in Tom's magical voice. Okay.
I hate my own voice, so dark magic.
So earlier today, I went to this. So I'm on some bourbon here. I went to the store, and Van will enjoy this. They were having a tasting, and they actually had whiskey and bourbon. So one of them was, oh god, I've forgotten the name of it. Foster and something or other. It's basically Michael Bublé, the singer, the crooner, his brand of bourbon, and it was pretty smooth. I mean, she gave me a tiny little dram of it, but I was like, you know what? It was $32. I'm like, yeah, I'll give that a shot. And then I'm like, all right, to make this interesting, I got Blackened as well, which is the Metallica brand of bourbon, which is a rum cask aged. They have a couple different ones, but that's the one I got, Blackened. So I tried the Bublé earlier. It was nice, very, very mellow, very mild, very smooth.
Yeah. Like Bublé.
Blackened is, it is like the two bands, the two artists going up against each other. This one is not. It is a lot sharper. It's a lot richer. It's good.
Did you get the rum notes from the barrel on that? Because I feel like rum with that, would taste really good. Actually, I don't like rum cask aged beer, but I feel like whiskey or a bourbon or something would be really good.
Actually, well, no, his what is the name of that beer? It's a Scottish.
I know which one you're talking about. I personally don't like it, but I know people that love it.
It's either rum cask or whiskey cask aged. Yeah. I think it's whiskey cask aged.
They have a couple, I think.
And it's good. Casks. I mean, it's good. I like it. But yeah, it's not always. Who do I need to mark a 1/6 shooter hat? I can make them, man. I didn't think anybody would really want one, but I suppose I could.
I'll rock one.
All right.
I'll rock one.
Maybe I'll have some. Maybe I'll get some for
a 1/6 shooter day here on the show.
Every day is 1/6 shooter day on the show. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Jordan hasn't. Trev hasn't trademarked his brand yet. I can tell you. I actually have trademarked. No, I haven't. Van says Blackened is decent depending on the batch. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've never had it before. It's all right. You know what I mean? It was just it was kind of the more the novelty of it than really trying to get something good. I would have bought something better if you want.
I like
you get drunk with the Bublé stuff. Do you want to sing Christmas carols? Yeah, I kind of did. I kind of wanted to sing a little Sinatra earlier.
I mean, it's never too late. Never too late.
It's true. And you have an audience, so hey.
Well, it's definitely too early. So a little later, we'll see. All right, so we got news. We got stuff to go through here. So I say we get on with it. I don't think we... Oops, why am I not showing this? There we go. Hang on a second. Boom. There we go.
Yes.
I don't think we talked about this, right? Because this came out, I think, last week, right?
We did. It just came out.
So, yeah, this was, I think when this came out, we were all talking about getting it, but
I want to hear from Tom on this. I really wanted it, but, the other day I saw, a picture of the art box with that big SheHulk logo on it. I was like, I don't know if I want this.
Did you not like
SheHulk? Turn you off?
Yeah, really.
And just the SheHulk. I thought about the show and I was like,
Oh, see, I like the show.
You really did? I love SheHulk. I didn't love it. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I liked it in the beginning, and then that ending just let me down.
The ending was a little weak.
Of the ending.
It was weird. There was some cool stuff. But go ahead, Tom.
The figure, though, I have this pre-ordered. I'm really excited for it because I love the yellow costume for Daredevil from the comics. So to see that translated into MCU is just a cool nerd thing for me. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to buy the figure. I'm sure that's probably going to be the only time we're going to see it. Maybe at the
I was going to say it's a one and done, right? I mean, I don't think they're going to. Yeah,
it was a flash in the pan in the comics too, right? He never goes back to wearing the yellow after he's.
Yeah, it was the first 5 issues or something.
Yeah.
I thought there was a time when they retro retroed it and they went back. There had to been a time when somebody tried to bring that back, or he had to wear it for a time or something like that. Yeah,
they've done stories taking place in that time period, so they've had it back in the comics. But I will say the one thing about the figure, I think that the Matt Murdock head looks amazing. Him in the helmet though doesn't really hit the same as the red suit. Like I don't know what it is
weird about this like mouth position, right? Isn't it a little strange?
Comparatively to the red one, which is I have it back here, like that one, you could tell the actor like immediately. This one, it kind of looks like it was a third party where the sculpt isn't 100%, but hey, it's good enough.
Hey, wait, is that the same? Fine. Is that the same bottom faceplate as the Affleck Batman?
That's what people were joking.
It doesn't. Were they? Oh, I
saw people joking about like Affleck. We get the stunt coordinator for Affleck's Batman. Maybe it's the stunt guy for Daredevil.
He's just the stand-in for anybody they don't have a sculpt for.
What I
it's
need
a little
to
weird.
know, though,
it doesn't look like him. It doesn't look like him at all.
I want to know if that's a plate, like the red costume, so I could put the red faceplates on there or not. But I have a sneaking suspicion it's not.
Yeah, I don't think that's coming off. I think that's. I mean, I'm not saying you probably
couldn't
get it off, but I doubt there's a fully sculpted head under here. It's got to be a plate.
Oh, definitely.
But it's probably glued in. You'd probably have to unglue it.
Not meant to be replaced.
Yeah. I mean, look at the difference in like his chin and like the all the different contours around his mouth, which is definitely him, and then here, which is like most of that is gone. Like it doesn't even look like the same chin. It's really weird, man. He's got a sharper chin too. Like, and here it's like kind of, I don't know, maybe
a little rounder.
Yeah. That looks great, though. This looks excellent.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, you want Daredevil to have like a gritted teeth,
Ooh, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Who did that one?
I don't know. What was it?
Yeah, I don't see a watermark on it.
Huh. Oh wait, the corner, left corner. It's Ultraman.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yep.
Oh, he changes his watermark every time new photos come out.
Yeah.
Any love for this, Austin? You like Daredevil or any of that?
Yeah, so I'm a fan of Daredevil. I actually just got done rewatching the Netflix Daredevil show. Rachel watched
you mentioned that in the video. Yeah.
Rachel watched it for the first time. She loved it. So I think us getting this, it's a big win because it's a Daredevil piece, which is awesome. It's not necessarily something I'm going to be getting. I'm pretty casual compared to like you nerds,
Thanks.
This is too deep a cut for you?
Huh?
Too deep a cut for you? I mean, too specific
Yeah, because the suit looks cool. Like the aesthetic is cool, especially these for like photos. Like they nailed it. But like it doesn't. When I think of Daredevil, I just think of the burgundy suit.
Yep. I get it. And your displays, you have like one, maybe two per display. So you seem to be keeping it to this is my real clean version of this character that gets a spot in my display. So like I can see you going for maybe when Born Again comes out.
Exactly.
We'll
That's what I'm holding out on. That's what I'm holding out on.
Yep. Me too.
Meanwhile, I'll buy every Daredevil figure they do. I'll take them all. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll add them to the Avengers or Defenders shelf, but it's got to be like the definitive version. I think this is really cool looking. I like it, but it's too one and
these
done.
Photos do it good justice. These photos look good.
Yeah, but this, you're right, man. This jaw, it just does not look like anything like the character, the actor. It's really strange.
It's weird to see it drop off when the first version that they did of this figure was so spot on.
Yeah.
Like they could have just used the same bottom two mouth plates and just changed the color.
Pick these images. Yeah.
And the cool thing is, if you pick this up, you can always put that head sculpt right there on like the Sosa Toys Blind Lawyer figures too.
Yeah, I want to see those two side to side though. I want to see how they look.
The Soso Toys like Blind Lawyer sculpt, I think it's strong. I think it's really strong. But obviously, you can upgrade it.
That's what I need to pick up. I'm missing him out of the costume.
Yeah, so it looks good. I don't remember what this was. Do we remember? Like, is it 270?
I think it was like 275 or something.
275. Okay.
Yeah, 275. I think.
All right, and then we got a whole lot of teasing of the dark side stuff. So we got this image. So a lot of people wondering. I mean, they're showing the Emperor, they're showing Dooku. A lot of people wondering, oh, they're going to reissue. I'm not so sure about it. I mean, Maul isn't that long ago. I can't see them reissuing Maul. I mean, a Vader. There's Vaders coming out, so who knows which one this
every
one is.
every year there's a new Vader.
Yeah,
I
would love. I didn't have any interest in Dooku. I didn't have Dooku. I never bought Dooku, but the sculpt is fantastic. Christopher Lee's awesome.
Wait, you don't have Dooku? You don't have Dooku?
I don't have Dooku. No.
Oh shit.
No.
Huh.
Now and now at this point, I would be like, it's not a character. Actually, when he was in the prequels, like I could care less. You know what I mean? It's like, eh. But since then, the animated Tales of the Jedi, I think it was, that was fantastic, man. That really developed that character so well that I'm kind of interested in it now. So if it came out, I'd have a hard time saying no to it, I think, at this point.
I'm hoping.
And then this, which a lot of people are saying looks like a rooted hair.
No, it's sculpted hair. I have that figure.
It's the same
Last Jedi
same
one?
sculpted hair.
Yeah.
So same hair on this side, because this does look a little.
I believe it is. I mean, I'd have to.
Okay.
Mine's been.
I thought so too, but a lot of people are
years.
saying, looks like.
I thought it was sculpted. It looks sculpted to me.
Yeah, I think it's sculpted too. This is definitely sculpted right here. This little ridge, but people were saying, back here it looks like they may have like done something. But so we're talking about they reissuing it as a what's it called?
Artisan.
What they call it? Artisan edition now at this point, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen. First of all,
definitely not for Kylo. No, Kylo.
Exactly.
Not until he's in the space where the prequels are today, where there's the nostalgia for it.
15 years from now.
15 years from now, there will be a nostalgia for those movies from younger generations. That we'll maybe see an Artisan then.
Right. Yeah, so they've just been teasing a lot of stuff. I mean, the Emperor, I know a lot of people would love if that was I would love if they had I got a custom sculpt for this. That wasn't the smiling face, which is great. I wish they had done that for this and maybe come out with a new version of it. And a lot of people want the guards as well.
The Imperial Guards. You see the comment on that post?
No. Do it.
It's our very own Austin Nicholas right there.
Look, I want Palpatine on throne. I need him in the collection.
Okay, so you don't have this. Okay, all right.
No, that's okay. So him and Dooku are some of those figures that I don't know if you guys do this. I kind of play the long game on. So I haven't been doing this as long as a lot of people.
Yeah.
So some of these I'm just expecting that like that 2.0 or like that reissue. So I'm just waiting. I'm just biding my time.
You're smart because they are doing it with pretty much everybody. It's just how long do you want to wait is really the thing. I think we even did a whole show on this at one point, being like you could honestly wait for within 10 years, you will have everything you probably want come out in another version at some point within that.
I'm happy. I'm a patient collector, man. I'm patient. I can wait.
Good.
That's the way to be, man, because I was just thinking that today, like there's something that came up in my mind that I'm like, that would be cool to get. I'm like, you know what? If I want it, plus, I'm selling a lot of stuff, and I'm like, I'm like, you know what? If I want it 3 years from now, I'll just buy it again. It's not. It's not. That and the other thing is like things just don't really. I mean, people who collect for value it's a crazier proposition today than any other time. Nothing holds value. I mean, almost nothing holds value. You can get lucky with a few things, but man, I mean, everything just seems to drop. Because there's new versions of things coming out all the time, it has to be pretty rare to hold its value. All right, so here we go, getting to the kind of the meat and potatoes of the at least our theme for tonight, which is the dark side of exclusives. So BT1, did you guys do the comic books at all, or did you read this Darth Vader comic book? Okay.
No, not me.
No.
Okay, so BT1, Austin, did you read the comic books at all or no?
No, sir. No.
Okay. So you're one of those people who's like, who the hell is this?
Luckily, one of my friends kind of gave me a breakdown. So I was like vaguely kind of up to speed.
Right, but you're like, it's like, I don't know. I can't even think of the equivalent. Like somebody would tell me about like a video game character that I would be like, and there's stuff coming up that's going to be like that for me as well. But yeah, I did at least have familiarity with this, but I saw a lot of people saying, "What is this? Who is this?" I always thought these characters were a little overwritten in the comic books and a little.
They were meant for shock value. It was like an R2D2 that kills, a C3PO
Yeah.
that murders. You know,
like that was about horror movie, like Winnie the Pooh, like the horror movie that just came out.
Yep.
Like well, shock value.
And it was like that. It's about as deep as that. It wasn't great, and it was a little so over the top that I was like, this doesn't even. I mean, I love Dr. Aphra. I think Dr. Aphra is a great character. It's only a matter of time before Aphra and probably these two show up in some live act. But okay, we're gonna put out BT1. Okay, this is kind of crazy as a regular release, and then we're gonna put the companion piece, which is like R2D2 and C3PO. You want together, and we're gonna limit that. We're gonna limit 000 to 2,000 pieces, and have to do the whole, Q line BS that they've been doing. Which is, I mean, I think it's a fair way to do things, but why? Why do you think they did this? I have a theory, but I'm curious as to what you guys think. Like, what was the reasoning behind this, or was it just stupid?
Stupid.
I'm on the stupid camp. I cannot think of a logical reason behind it. So I would love to hear.
The only thing I'm guessing is BT1 has a small batch that they just didn't put out or like release the numbers of course, because they never do. I'm just assuming it's a smaller batch. Like that has to be the only reason for this.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I was leading towards, like 2,000. Maybe that's a good number. Maybe that's a good number for a niche character. I don't know. I don't know what numbers are. I don't know how many pieces they sell of these things necessarily. So
maybe,
I mean,
Astromech
I would think
sell better.
Maybe, but I would no. But I think like what would you think like an average sale for, like, let's say a Captain America? Okay, like something, or a Darth Vader. I mean, are they selling 10,000 of those?
I was going to say 5,000, but
I would think that's what I would think. I would think like 5,000-6,000. Like a top selling figure might be 6,000, 7,000 pieces tops.
Yeah, like an Iron Man, like a brand new Iron Man might be like 6,000 or something like that.
7,000. So something like this at 2,000 might not be. That might be what they hope to sell. You know what I mean? That would be great actually if they sold it. So what they do is exactly what Austin just said. There's 2,000 BT1s too. You know what I mean? For everybody who wants a BT1. And they make the exclusive 000 so that when you get the 000, if you get
go back and buy the BT1.
You got to have BT1. You go back and buy BT1. I mean,
he's still available to purchase, and 000 is gone. So clearly that didn't work out too well.
The problem with it is, like, if you had just said, okay, they're both available, you might not have sold 2,000 of either one of them. You know, but most people would buy them as a set.
Or pressure people into buying them quickly.
Yeah, but the problem is you're going to get scalpers. Now you're going to get people they're already up for like $600-800 on eBay, which is insane. Don't ever pay that. But they're up there. And so the people who would have maybe bought both of these things at a regular release don't have the opportunity to now, or have to overpay for them or something, which I think I don't know. I think it's a dumb thing to do for something like this. That's quite obviously like something you'd want in a pair, But now I don't want either of them because I didn't get 000 because, and I would have tried for it, but I thought he was at 4.
Oh, that's right. You thought it was a later thing.
And Cody was at 1, and it was just the opposite. He was at 1 and Cody was at 4. So
I only knew that he was at 10 a.m. because Susan really wanted him. So because like she had ordered BT1, she wanted him. She loves Dr. Aphra, hoping that we get that figure at some point. So like I knew the time frame, and she was able to snag one because she like got it right at the beginning. It's
not hard when you get in there, I don't think. Like I came in like 15, 20 minutes late.
Page.
Well, so I snagged 000. I was able to get him, but there was a little glitch when they did that one. So I was like number 3,000 in the queue, and then I just went back into Sideshow, just typed in 000 in the search bar of Sideshow, added him to my cart, and then just bought him instantly.
Oh wow, that's amazing!
Wow, all right, you heard it here first, kids. You can figure out what. Hack. Did you just do the search?
Yeah. I just typed them in the search bar, pulled
seriously,
up, added to the cart. Yeah, a few of my friends did too. Like one of them, like he was like, "Dude, jump on this right now." And then sure enough, they patched it up, like maybe 15 minutes later, and then
a lot of them went through like that.
Wow,
that's crazy.
So all right, so that's not a normal thing. That was a glitch. They had.
Man, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. But who knows?
I would have thought somebody would have figured that out at this point. You know what I mean? With all the ones that they've done this for the queue. That's interesting. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I came in probably 20 minutes late, and I was in the queue at like 1,600, but then I looked at they were like 75% sold, and by the time I got up to anywhere near 1,000, it was like gone. So, so that saves me money because I won't be buying BT1 either.
When Susan jumped on, she was number like 220, and she was all freaked out. I'm like, that's a really good number. You're gonna get them.
Yeah,
it's gonna be absolutely fine. I've never seen a number that low. You're fine, but she not having done that before, never even knowing about that system, she was all freaked out.
Oh, it would be stressful though. Like first time doing it, it would be stressful.
Definitely. I'd never do those things. Like once it's one of those things, I'm like, I don't really need to figure that badly. I'll just move on.
Alberto fears Dr. Afra will join Cal Kestis, and I think we're still getting Cal Kestis. Andor, who the fuck knows, man? It's killing me. It does look like.
Got one of the last 5 in Hong Kong.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, because they're all working for Toys Wonderland and Pop Collectibles. Yeah, so I mean, I think they look cool, but I'm kind of glad I didn't get it because I think I just would have opened it and gone, I don't need this.
I love them, but I would need to have the same kind of admiration for the characters like of Afra and them from that comic series to get them, which I like them.
Yeah,
but they weren't like my draw to the comic series to like put on my shelf,
No, and that's what I'm getting at. Like when I read them in the comics, I was kind of like, this is a little over the top, So I'm like, all right, so why am I interested in getting this as a figure if I didn't really like the characters or the way they were written to begin with? So I'm fine, but they do look cool as hell. they do. They really look cool.
I like their look a lot.
Oh yeah. All right, so that's those two. All right, and then we had
this looks so good.
Yeah, Lord Starkiller, which I don't really have any connection to. This is a game character, but this is not the game character. This is the description. This is the extended universe version of Lord Starkiller, correct?
This was like a DLC version of
it. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure this was in the game, but I think it was like an alternate ending or something like that. But I think it was a DLC or something like that. Because I played the games, but my Starkiller never looked like this. So I was like, I don't know what exactly this is from.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any connection to this whatsoever. I mean,
I'm with Alan.
I think that's what everybody was saying. That's what everybody was saying. I heard a lot of people saying that.
It might still happen.
I mean, a lot of people loving this. I don't want to shit on it. I just think it's a little overdone.
It looks cool as hell.
I mean, here's my thing with like Vader and the switches for its things and the dials and stuff. I know what they're trying to do here, but it's like, what does that do? You know what I mean? With Vader, you had to breathe. Does Lord Starkiller have a breathing problem too?
Clearly cools off his balls from wearing all the leather. Like I would love that on my jeans. Are you kidding me?
Makes sense.
At like Comic-Con, if I could turn on a little air conditioning unit down there,
and I'm like, connected to the cod piece. You can have a little warmth, a little cool, little zap if you want to like.
Gotta keep the boys happy.
See, he's thinking ahead. That's what he's doing. Yeah,
he's out in deep space. It gets cold a lot. You want to. Really,
it's not his first time cosplaying. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And how much do you think this waist is going to move?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, not at all.
So do you think that's pleather? Do you think that's pleather or like a Spider-Man material?
I don't know what the hell this part is. I mean, this looks like pleather, but I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is like a more. This looks more solid to me. Like it's something that's not even going to like.
I'm going to say it's like rubber. Kind of more than it is solid. I don't think it's solid, but I also don't think that the top part's obviously pleather. That was obviously his upper torso moving a little bit up there, and I think that's why that can move.
Sure, yeah. We'll see if we got any bends in any of these shots. I don't remember seeing any, but
I like that he has Vader's pants on.
Well, he's got Vader's entire undersuit on, and what's this? Does he have a spine problem, or what is?
Not anymore. Not with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks cool.
This is where the sweat from his balls is whisked up into this, and it's recirculated as air that cools the rest of his body.
It's like the still suits. He could drink it.
Yeah. There you go.
Like a
filters
camel
it out, and then
it's just constant recirculation of ball sweat. Fantastic. What will they think of next?
So, are you guys buying this?
I skipped on this one. Nah. Did you get it?
So I'm not tempted to pre-order too many things. I always kind of play like the waiting game.
Yeah,
you know?
That makes sense.
So I'm kind of waiting out on this one because aesthetically, I think he's awesome. I don't have like the strongest emotional connection to him, so I'm still trying to weigh out some options. If I'd want this, or if I just want to go backwards and pick up something else, I just haven't yet. So I'm still weighing out my options on this guy.
He looks a weird feeling that this guy's going to wait list fairly quickly. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something.
I don't think they made a lot of them, and I do think that they will sell. Knowing gaming,
it's real
people,
niche.
They will sell it. Yeah.
Well, this is also one of those things. I've been seeing people beg for Star Killer, and granted, maybe not necessarily
not this one,
not this Star Killer.
Yeah, but Star Killer in general. But then also, I'm curious, since like at least in 2024, do you think going forward they are making smaller batches? They're not making those like COVID number batches like they did. That's like that's kind of what they were when I got into this. It's just like the overabundance of all these figures, right?
Yep.
So like right now, seeing these things wait list and sell out, it's kind of cool because this is my first time kind of going through that, and it's kind of exciting now, you know?
Yeah. It does make it more exciting, and you really have to get what you want. I think it actually helps in some way because, like, you really have to make up your mind whether or not you're really into something and you're going to pre-order.
Well, yeah. For the past 2 years, I really haven't like pre-ordered too many things because I knew for a fact if I just waited until it gets released, I'm gonna save like $80 or $100 just buying it used. You know, like, and it worked out time and time again. So.
And honestly, that's still happening, I think, with the relative, say rarity, because it's not rare, but there's less numbers now that things aren't necessarily going for, $50 to $80 cheaper than they were new. You're going to pay costs for it, you know what I mean, if you get it used, but you can get it used. Somebody is always cycling through and saying, I'm getting rid of this, it doesn't fit my collection, I'm getting out of the line, whatever. There's always something happening. You can always pick something up somewhere besides eBay for scalper prices. So
this is why I love having like a community of people I hang out with and I talk to a lot, because we always like I snagged that 000, right? And I kind of did it because I thought he looked pretty cool, but I was like, you know what, I'll see what happens like when I get it in hand. And then one of my buddies missed out on it. I was like, oh, dude, once I get it, like, I'll just ship it to you. Like, no biggie.
There you go.
It is good, yeah, because like sometimes you have that instant urge to get the thing because it's that new hot thing. You get it, and then you're like, why did I get this? And an instance like that is the perfect reason. You help out someone who was like really loved the comics, really loves that character, really wanted it, and you're in the position to help. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do that when I know that if I know somebody that I know would want it, I'll sometimes check in with them if I can get something like, especially like an exclusive. Somebody's at work or something, I can't do it. But
all right, move on to the next one.
I don't see anybody moving, man. I don't see this waist moving. This just doesn't. It's not moving. That's the bend right there. That's all you're getting. Yeah. Ooh,
you get that
commemorative coins though,
commemorative coin.
Ooh, have they done that before? Have they done these like commemorative coins?
Not coins, no, but they have done
holograms.
If you're buying it from Sideshow, they have done this thing where like if you pre-order it within the first 3 days, you'll get this exclusive item that comes with it. But it's never been something as silly as here's a coin.
The holograms, basically, which is stupid too. I don't know why you'd want the special edition over. The exclusive is red. Okay, you'd want the red, I guess, over the special edition.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh no, this is selected markets. This is
right.
The
That's
more
what you
rare
get
one.
from Sideshow. You'll only get the red coin if you bought it in Hong Kong.
Oh really? Oh, this is the Power of the Dark Side event. Oh,
yes.
Gotcha. So these will be going for $600 alone. So.
Who the hell is buying the coins? Come on.
I don't know.
Actually, you know what? I shouldn't say that because there's always going to be that person.
Yes,
right?
there's always somebody. All right. Little more in my wheelhouse, though. Again, I didn't read the extended universe. I tried to when I was a kid, and I didn't care.
This is another game. This is another video game.
I thought Revan was in the extended universe in the books.
If he was, then it was after KOTOR because he started in KOTOR, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, even less connection then. But I do like the look of this, and I bought the Black Series toy, which sits on the shelf. I mean, this to me always was like, this is where they took Kylo Ren from, basically. You know what I mean? They stole a lot of stuff here from Kylo Ren, or for Kylo Ren. But I mean, this looks cool. I mean, this is a lot of little details and stuff. It looks really.
And it looks Old Republic, which is really cool.
Yeah, really that's interesting. Yeah. But we're going to have some Old Republic coming up.
True. I hope we have some cool looking suits and designs. Because so far, everybody just kind of look like a regular Jedi. And I'm like, why not have some different stuff? We're in a completely different timeline.
Armors and things. That would be cool. Who's picking this up? Anybody picking this up?
I pre-ordered them. Yeah,
I pre-ordered within a second when I hit.
TJ, you too?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
I love
no connection to it, but I'm slightly familiar with a little bit of his story.
TJ, I'm kind of like right there with you. I've watched the walkthroughs like on YouTube and stuff, and I've always loved it. I'm not a big video game guy myself, but I like watching the walkthroughs, especially if it's Star Wars. And I just think he looks cool as hell, honestly. So that was a big win.
Did you look into any of his backstory or his any story?
Not too much.
Okay, someone at work, when I showed him this picture, and he doesn't even collect Hot Toys. This is his first Hot Toys order, and he told me the whole story, and I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Jedi to Sith, back to Jedi.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of the basis. That's kind of all I know. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you too.
But I love that tattered cape, and I really hope these lightsabers are actually bright in USB.
It won't be that bright as they show here, but they'll be bright.
No.
Also, no waist movement.
No.
Yeah.
These guys didn't care. You need a waist. It looks
Copper
great.
is a very forgiving metal.
Sure. Bends a little bit,
yeah.
No, it's great. It's got a lot of Asian inspired looks to it, to the terms of the belt and things like that. It's very cool. It looks great, man. I mean, I'd love to. I don't know.
I'm just waiting.
I don't have any connection. It doesn't fit in with anything that I have, and I know I'm going to put it up on the shelf and go. This doesn't. Just doesn't.
You don't need to get it.
I'm waiting for people to get this in hand and add a Keanu Reeves head sculpt to it, because I know that's one guy that just keeps getting fan casted online.
Oh God, no, please. Tom. Yeah, I know he looks just so awesome. I know. Oh, Alberto ordered him. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I feel like you're still trying to decide at this very second whether or not you're going to order them. I will say this: this is on day one when these went up. Big Bad Toy Store got their allotment, and their Revan sold out within an hour. I think they don't have him anymore. So I don't know how they're distributing this.
This is why I want a great soft goods 1/12
Star Wars line. Yes,
Star Wars
then
line.
Get all
That's what I want. Yeah, I want the coins.
Well, I hope Austin didn't lose power.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Lightning strike.
No. I never mind. Yeah, we're good.
Gotcha.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because in 1/12, if it looked like anything like this with the soft goods and stuff, I'd be all over this for $80-$90. Pop it on the shelf, stick it in a drawer or whatever. But for what is this one? It's got to be $280, $290.
280 something. Yeah.
That's it?
280. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh wait,
Don't you have a panel to replace, TJ?
Well, yeah.
270, cheaper than what we were all saying. 270.
Okay.
Cheaper than yellow costume Daredevil.
There's no head sculpt, and they're not having to pay a likeness fee.
No likeness
true.
fee. Yep.
You get the USB light up sabers though. So again, if we're talking about value between this and like Daredevil, which is $275
and boots.
Like,
he comes with boots, which is nice.
Yes,
and gloves.
And gloves. Yes.
Metallic. Do you think the cape is wired?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But based on those pictures,
it
all looks wired.
That looks wired right there. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man.
You got time.
I'm in a selling mode. Like we were just talking about. If I want it in a year, I'll find it. Somebody will be selling it. You know what I mean?
I need to be in the selling mode. I need to do that here soon.
Yeah, well,
I'm in a buying and selling mode. I tend to I'm trying to sell stuff, but I seem to be buying more stuff than I'm selling. I don't know what happened there.
I'm trying not to buy. But the 1/6 stuff is like once you get how many? Well, no. Once you get up to like post 250 of them, it gets a little stupid. So I really have to
below that slightly.
Good. Okay.
I have not counted
by quite a bit.
Years. Yeah. Last time I counted was 5 years ago, and it was like 60. And things have blown up in a bad way since then. So.
I think I've sold some, so I may be below 300 at this point. But it's just
that's still so many. Wow.
That's stupid. That's stupid. This was cool.
It was a little surprising.
It was surprising, right?
Yeah.
I'm happy about it.
The Stormtrooper Commander for sale.
Yeah, but this is you were trying to tell me to get the Stormtrooper Commander and not this. So I'm like, I don't want a Commander. I want two of these.
The pauldron comes off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got rid of the pauldron. The pauldron looks stupid.
Mm-hmm. I like the pauldron. Like I do like Commanders, but I really just like two regular ass Stormtroopers.
Yeah, and that's that Commander. He's cheap too, like relatively cheap.
220, I think, 230.
Yeah, and you can buy them slightly used too. Like
what was the weathering on that though? Wasn't that the more
there was
Tatooine Commander? It was all weathered and
dusty? It was from the Mandalorian.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So a little clean.
He's only 225.
Shouldn't all the Mandalorian ones be Remnant though? I forgot. I can't remember what it looked like, but it was.
No, he has weathering.
Was released.
Sure. The Remnant has the weathering.
This was from the scene where like they attack Boba Fett.
Yeah.
He does have weathering though. I have the pictures up. Like it's not.
I mean, these guys have weathering, but these are more in the OT look, so that they're not like completely filthy. They're just a little bit. They got a little bit of dirt and grime around the creases.
Backdrop.
Yeah, the back. Yeah. That's what I want. Like 3 of them, just so I could fill a detolp with just one of those being the backdrop.
I wish
great.
I wish they sold these backdrops like individually. Like that.
They should. I would buy. Yes, I would buy some. For sure.
I think that's why this is such a big win for when you get the Stormtrooper, but then once again you get the backdrop, and those backdrops buying used right now they're relatively expensive for what they are.
You think about the cost that backdrop cost them, and they could sell that for $60
and still high margin,
and you'd be making at least quadruple the price of this thing. It's probably cost them like $10 to make tops. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand why they leave that out. They should definitely be selling these things. Yeah, it looks great.
Agreed.
And those green eye tints.
Yes.
Yeah, which I don't think the original. So I have the original 2-pack, and I don't think they're as green tinted as that. They look good. Might have to get a 3rd Stormtrooper. This looks good, and these are Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
specifically. Although it doesn't say that, I don't think anywhere.
I'm pretty certain I'm going to snag up a couple of these.
Yeah, I might have to grab one of these too.
I just got one. I pre-ordered one like when this dropped, but like I was lamenting to these 2 guys about like I just wish you were a little bit cheaper because that would get me to jump on a second one easier.
What are they? 230?
They're 240. Oh. So the other one, the one that you were saying, is 225, like brand new. And I feel like. I get it. The back panel is what that extra $20 is definitely coming in on. But if you're going to do an army builder like this, you got to work it out in a way where they're going to be like, at most 200.
Yeah.
I feel like they should be like 190, really.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that won't even use that stand. I mean, as cool as it is, like to line them up like that, it would be great. I'd love that for photography. But a lot of people won't even use it.
You would think with these, for them being army builders, they'd want a lower margin and just shell out the volume to make up for that.
Yeah.
You would think that.
Yeah,
but what was the battle droids that you were getting, TJ? The ones from the prequels. Those like weren't that bad, but they were still higher than I would have thought for army builders.
They were.
Were those 220?
I think they're about 220.
And like there's like look at the size of that body versus like one of these. I get it.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. You're not just putting a stock body with armor on top. This is a very crafted thing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they could have worked out in a way where those were like 185 and people would have bought way more of them.
Oh yeah. I think there was a 2 limit per person on those too.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, this is nice. Definitely thinking about getting
Trevor,
one of these.
Can you go back?
Yeah.
Was it the backside of the?
I don't remember if the old one had the backside.
Huh. No, I don't remember that either. So you could flip it around. I guess you don't get the light, which is kind of dumb.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But if you had 3 of them in a row, you could have 2 lit up with that back one in the middle, and it would look real nice.
Do you guys wish that backdrop was like wider?
Yep.
Well,
yeah. Definitely. I definitely wish it was a little
But if they
wider.
were $50 a piece, I'd buy 3 of them. You know what I mean? To put a display up with Vader and 2 troopers or something like that. That'd be great. Oh, well. They're throwing away money, man. They could be doing sculpts. They could be doing all sorts of stuff to make extra money. But Stormtrooper Commander shows up daily deal. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is.
I might do that next time. He's on a daily deal. Now that I know the pauldron comes off. So my ideal display always, since I was like young even, is to have my Darth Vader figure in the middle and just have a Stormtrooper on either side. That is a display. Right?
So that's what I've got in the Tantive, the Jazz Inc. Tantive hallway. So I've got Vader and 2 Stormtroopers on the side of them coming out the side.
I have a Vader displayed with like 2 custom like Imperial officers behind them.
That's great too. Yeah, if you have the Imperial officers for sure.
All right.
Thanks, Alberto.
The dark side of the shiny side of exclusives, actually, in this case. So I didn't know what was going to be timed and what was going to be or timed and or okay, TJ.
You did order this though. You were saying that you wanted this, weren't you?
You're a Cody fan.
I want a regular Phase 1 helmet on my Phase 2 Cody. That's all I want. I just in white and orange, not this shiny shit.
But you ordered this.
No.
Oh. Okay. I thought you did.
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget, I have to pay for a new panel.
That's true. I don't get this really at all.
It makes no sense. But hey.
I mean, I know the troopers are one thing, and I know they've been doing that. And honestly, those haven't been selling well because you can get those. You can't even. I got one of those chrome clone troopers, and you can't even sell it on eBay at this point. Nobody wants it. So yeah, to go down and have a named character.
That's not Phasma in Chrome. Yeah.
It's so weird, man. I don't get it.
And you can still like buy this on Sideshow right now. It didn't sell out.
Yeah.
Exclusive that didn't sell out. That's huge. That says a lot.
Yeah.
And like I would normally like argue because I know people get upset with like some of these like lazier releases. I'm typically okay with it.
Yeah, same.
If they for one, because I never care, right? The more they release,
you don't have to buy it. No one's like holding a gun to your head. Be like, buy this. It's
exactly. So
there are those who are like, oh, it's taking up the space or it's taking up the time
it's not.
Space.
I think of it like the kind of like the opposite. Like some of these that like even I may not buy and they seem lazy, like another trooper and people get upset with it. But if they sell, and like that's kind of what drives in some revenue for them to like purchase another IP or another character or license. That's awesome. Like that's a big win. But this has been a big fail so far.
Yeah.
I do know one person that I was talking with that like has all the Chrome Troopers, and they're like, I definitely want Cody because he's going to be that center figure with all my Chrome Troopers around them in
that makes sense.
And I'm like, okay, this is for you. That's great. But I don't think it's for anybody else, really.
As a collection on a shelf, like to have, the gold Stormtrooper that came out a while ago, the chrome version of that, the OT Stormtrooper, the clone one, even, God knows the Paisley teacup one. It's an interesting collection. It's got to be a cool look on the shelf. I mean, I think the metallic one's over the teacup one, but it's got to be a cool look on the shelf. But you've got to be all in on it, man. Like it's all or nothing, because one of these on the shelf is just gonna look stupid.
Well, it's like the action figure version of collecting pewter statues, right? Because like remember growing up, people definitely bought a lot of pewter statues. Like I don't know what was up with those things, that people like those things, but
you've got in the Black Series, you've got the chromium. What do they call those things? Was it chromium? You know what I'm talking about.
I stopped looking at Black Series stuff a long time ago.
Oh, did you? Okay, so they have the metallic versions of the things. Like you could go out and you could get like the metallic version of the second sister or whatever, and it was just chromed.
That's
chromed
so weird.
version of the
It's less weird in 1/12 almost, because that's like a $30 figure. When you're talking about like a $300 figure, that's like a big difference. So
exactly.
Like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I said this, and the other day I was on somebody's chat, and I was like, it just dawned on me. If you put a Darth Vader out, a chrome Darth Vader, I'm
sick.
all over that shit. I'm all over that
That's
shit.
cool, though.
But only the plastic pieces, right? You still have the black armor underneath, so it's like all the...
No, all chrome.
But like the soft goods, like this guy still has black parts, right? Like the cape is black.
Black soft goods, me. I would like to see silver soft goods. I would like to see silver soft goods.
I think you might be insane.
Pretty cool.
Gray soft goods.
I might be insane. I would like to see the silvers. I would just like to see it all decked out, like,
But he's top to bottom black. So top to bottom,
just realized?
He's got a silver glittery Liberace cape and everything, man. It's just...
All right, you're selling me on it now. We weren't talking about glitter. Now, if you're going to talk about something that shines and sparkles, okay, I'm back in.
Wait, this is the first time Hot Toys has made a Phase 1 Cody helmet.
TJ's still on this helmet thing.
Fuck yeah, I want my Phase 1 Cody.
I don't even know what you're talking
Rex.
about.
Can you not get a Phase 1 helmet and have somebody paint it for you in the Cody colors?
I guess I could.
You might as well at this point.
Stuff,
you know how I feel about custom painters.
Well, you don't have to go back to the same
I wouldn't go with that one anymore, but you've got a trooper guy who's done your trooper stuff before. Custom trooper stuff.
I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Stop. You got all sorts of
people.
Where
I'm going with this is I think they might drop a Phase 1 Commander Cody just like they did a Phase 1 Rex.
Possible.
That's possible.
Why would you not have? I mean, is there anything different aside from like the little accoutrements that are?
No, just the helmet is the main difference.
That's it. So this is just a Phase 1 helmet, and it's
a Phase 1 helmet.
There's no different
visor thing.
So the visor makes it Cody.
Yeah.
Whereas without the visor, it's not.
He's just a Phase 1 trooper.
Did any of the Phase 1 troopers have visors, or just like the commanders? Like
not that I remember.
Okay. So this makes it Cody.
This makes it.
So
Cody.
all they'd have to do is repaint this and re-release it as.
Yep. Yeah. Boom. There's your money.
But how pissed it? Well, it's not like they haven't done that before. Like they're going to come out with another Cody, and like this time you get the Phase 1 version of Cody. Well, wait a minute.
That's actually cool. I'll just type it in Beskar Cody. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's totally Beskar.
Did he show up in anything? He didn't show up in. Did he show up in Ahsoka?
No.
Cody?
Rex,
no.
Right?
Yeah. Well, because we know Rex survives because he's in Rebels.
Yes, he's in
we
Rebels.
See Rex much later.
Yeah. Which I would love that. I would love
with the beard.
Of those characters.
Yeah. I'm shocked they haven't done
Commander Wolf?
Yeah.
I know everybody's.
It's like Commander Wolf from Bad Batch. That could have been an
option.
option.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Now, why is the gun not? Well, I guess that's what you're saying, Tom. Not everything is. It's like he's got chrome armor, but it's not like
that's what it is. It's chrome armor because he still has the black suit underneath.
Yeah. So then Vader wouldn't be great if it was all silver. It would just be chrome. His helmet would be chrome. The shoulder pads would be chrome, and his chest would be chrome, and that would be it. The boots, maybe. Yeah.
Do you think if they were to market it different,
that would look stupid as hell? Actually.
Like if they were to market this one as like a Beskar Cody, you think that would sell? Or like with the Vader idea that you have, would it like a in construction or like a prototype Vader suit that's kind of like all one color, like a silver or something? Do you think that would sell better than like a chrome version of it? If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean they did the Death Trooper in that dark chrome, right? That that would be kind of cool. Yeah, unfortunately.
You did? Okay. Have you opened it?
No.
Okay.
Well, to look at it and then go, I don't want this. I already have 2 Death Troopers. I didn't need that.
Okay.
What is this stuff here, TJ? What is this? Like, I don't even remember this.
Vent, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it's on the Cody.
Is that on the Cody? Like,
well, while they figure this out, Austin, I think to your point,
it is.
I think
Yeah.
If
That's
it just,
the face. Okay, that's the face.
If it just shows up as a toy, I think people would be like, he never wore Beskar armor. He never would. But if that showed up in a story arc in a comic book first or something like that, people are like, oh shit, it's the Beskar armor from the comic book. It's like how you present it first.
Yeah,
if it's canon.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
If it's canon, people will be all about it. If not, you'll have the Star Wars nerds just ripping shit up about it online.
Yeah, that's true. If it's canon, it would sell for sure. Yeah, I don't think
Beskar
it's a matter
has
of
that,
calling it anything.
Has that kind of like curved look to it, right? In the metal, like the actual metal sheen should have like this kind of organic kind of like look to the shine.
Yeah, this looks too chrome, right? I mean, this looks like mercury almost to some degree. Yeah. All right. So there it is. It's still up there if you want it. It's there. Don't go nuts.
No, go nuts.
That's gonna be
go crazy. Go as crazy as you want.
$40 off fairly soon.
I think that's it for.
This is pretty cool. I mean, this is the Dark Side event that Avengergram was apparently at. This looks pretty hot, and there's some really good
toys.
I
didn't mean to kill the conversation. I'm sorry.
You kind of did.
You know what's funny? When I first look at this, I'm not immediately thinking of the figures. All I'm thinking is like, man, that display is amazing.
Right? I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Yep. How awesome would it be to like own like a chunk of that display that you could have behind you?
Exactly.
I would love this right here. I would love this.
You want a giant Cos baby? Why would you want a giant?
Yeah, well,
Cos
Vader.
baby?
I like Vader. I kind of got a Vader collection. I think it's kind of cool. I would love that. Yes.
I love seeing old Anakin and Ahsoka on that speeder.
That's a new speeder.
This is
the one Ahsoka's on is new. The one Anakin's on is like a repainted bark.
Yeah.
What is this?
That looks like what's her name painted it? Sabine painted that. Doesn't
this
it?
thing here?
It has
is this one of the? Is this the one she stole from those sisters, or?
I don't know. I just know it's a repainted bark.
Okay. I can't remember the name of the sisters. They were in something else too, but
the Night Sisters. What sisters?
No. There was 2 sisters that helped her out. It was towards the end.
Oh,
of
in the final season.
Yeah, in the final season.
I know what sisters you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. They played a part in something. I can't remember what, but
they came back.
They were in something else. They were in extended lore somewhere, but I still can't get over that Anakin face. I just don't think that looks good. It's
there you go.
Strange. That's cool as hell.
The Martez sisters.
That's what I want to be the entrance to my collection room, right there.
I want that to be the entrance to like my bathroom. You know, like people have to like walk through this like terrifying corridor, and then all of a sudden there's just a toilet at the end. Be like, what's going to happen to me if I sit on this thing?
That's wild. Revan Live. Star Killer Live there.
Star Killer looks awesome.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
So
does 000. I really like 000.
Yeah, 000 looks cool. I mean, these just look like kind of like wacky takes on droids to me. You know what I mean? Like even if you weren't attached to it, I could get that. This, I don't know. This is no different than Merrick to me. You know what I mean? It's just like it's another.
He has way more lore and whatnot behind him than Merrick.
Yeah,
2 long games. That's like some good story, some good actual stuff to America. Just like as you discuss every time about something has to come up.
Gas.
A fart cloud, like a Sith fart cloud or whatever.
It was gas.
Also, 000 has diecast. He's diecast.
Oh,
so that's a plus.
Yeah. So this is
awesome.
Basically a 3PO.
Yeah.
With chromed basically for the most part. So
like Edward Scissorhands.
Mm-hmm. This looks even. That's a terrible pose.
I was gonna say he looks so dumpy there. That thing looks so good.
I had forgotten about this.
I love it. I love the look of it.
Do you really? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna ever own it or want it, but I love the look of it.
It's growing on me. The look of it's growing on me.
Yeah. I still don't have any interest in this. These are probably going to be the things down the line, though, that have that value, if anything does. You know what I mean? Because they'll just be unusual things that a lot of people didn't pick up.
I love seeing Thrawn again here because he still looks so good. I cannot wait for that figure.
I haven't pre-ordered anything.
Shocking.
Except for Sabine. And Sabine was like an impulse. Yeah, I know. I'm still on the fence as to whether I want to get them as Rebels representation or just like, you know what?
It'll just make you angry if they're on the shelf. I would not be able to take you when you have those things on your shelf. Please don't.
Really,
please don't get
that's
that.
The end of the show.
That's the end.
That's it. It's over.
Every day he'll have to complain about Ahsoka because he's staring at Sabine from that show on the shelf.
You know, they just it was so bad.
Oh God.
I do like this though. I do like the look of this. I don't know. He looks great too. He looks even better here, I think, than he did in any of the promotional photos.
Balin? Yeah. I thought the exact same thing when I saw this. I was like, holy shit, they nailed his look. And I didn't say that like when I first saw their pictures.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because this all feels very, well, I guess not. A little more Old Republic. You know what I mean? The leather armor and stuff. I guess it's a little more mobile and stuff, but she looks a little better too. I still don't like the hair, but she'd probably be a great candidate to getting a rooted custom. No interest.
I like the look of him.
God. Yeah.
Is that Dark Trooper new? Is that like a new figure that they showed off?
Yeah,
they teased it somewhere, but
okay. Because he was the only one where I was like, oh, I don't remember seeing an actual zombified version of one of these things yet.
I wasn't interested in this before, but like upon seeing these pictures, I'm pretty in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The skeleton underneath sold it for you?
Yeah, it's like emergence of like my horror love and like Star Wars. So at first I was like, no, I absolutely don't need this. Like this won't be good for anything in the collection. But now that looks cool.
It makes you want to have like a zombie just a zombie collection, right? Like a Disney zombie, like have the Doctor Strange, have the Deadpool, and but there's just
have the Iron Man
worthwhile.
Pretty much. So like last week, Rachel messaged me. She sent me a text while I was at work, and she's like, hey, are we picking up like these figures from the Ahsoka line? I was like, yeah, if you want them, absolutely. She's like, yeah, I think we should go all in on this line. I was like,
wow,
there you go.
I was like, okay,
you've married well.
Yeah, when you have the partner's approval, you can go hard on it.
Exactly.
Like, all right.
The thing is about these, they look great. I still like the casting. I think they did a great job with that. Nothing wrong with the actors, for the most part. Just shut up, Tom. they look great.
Nervous.
But translation from animation to live action is different, right? Especially like I'm sure you guys like me rewatching Rebels over the past few years, time and time again. It's at least for me. I like the show. I didn't love the show.
It's not going to happen. Yeah. Oh, you didn't like Ahsoka either. You didn't like Ahsoka either.
We're not talking about Ahsoka.
Walk away.
Wait.
No.
Austin, you didn't like Ahsoka either?
No. I didn't say that. I liked it. I said I didn't love it, but I also think like it.
That's a crack.
I liked it. Anyway, man, what do you think about Sabine here?
Sabine's great.
That doesn't work. It's from the same show. I swear to God.
Move on. Fucking pivot. I'm not going there. I've said my piece. You all know. I mean, it's the same. You said it into the show every week, so fine.
Wait. So Tom did message me before this. He was like, "Hey, try not to bring up the Ahsoka show or Rebels because
too late."
Trevor is obsessed with the Ahsoka show. He'll just rant about how much he loves it. So he told me to avoid that. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but they look good, and I got to get Chopper. So Chopper looks. Chopper didn't do anything.
Well, if you're getting Chopper, then you have to get Hera.
I know.
If you get Hera, you have to get Sabine.
I know. And again, I know this doesn't mean we're getting second sister or third sister, and fifth brother.
At this point, I don't remember. I know the brother's the fifth brother in the front. I do know that.
Yes. Third sister, I think.
Fifth brother right there.
He looks great.
He does. Yeah. But man, you go back to Rebels and see what he looked like in Rebels, and that is a completely different character. I don't know what they were doing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Even Grand Inquisitor,
Oh God. Yeah. That Grand Inquisitor looks more to me like...
I didn't have a problem when I first saw him on the show. I was like, it's a live act. But then going back to like the prequels where they did actually have the people with the larger, skinnier heads with makeup, it's like, why couldn't they just do that?
Yeah, and it looked great back then, and this just kind of looks sad to me.
Yeah, because this looks like that looked like an alien. This looks like a Star Trek alien. You know what I mean?
Yes,
it's just some shit on the forehead and like, hey, it's an alien. Like, no, it's just
a
human
TV
with some shit on
budget
their
alien.
forehead.
Is 100% what it is.
Exactly.
I don't know. They all look cool as hell though, posed together.
They do, and that's the problem, right? Because I don't want.
I wouldn't want them individually, but I also don't want them all. But I feel like you would have to kind of have them all together, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and avoid that.
Smart man.
No interest in this.
I haven't ordered this, and I still want it.
Do you?
What about the accessories?
Yeah, I love the accessories from this.
Grogu?
What?
Do you want him because like Grogu on his chest instead of like the first version of IG?
Yeah, that I do like the idea because I thought it was dumb but funny. Like when he got in there, he was like, "No, yes, no," and I like that, and I like the accessories that this comes with. And I just think Grogu looks adorable in there with the little joysticks.
Wait,
and that's kind of cute.
Did you pre-order this?
No,
Tom?
No.
Are you going to buy it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
If you do,
again. Like this is, I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but again, this if he had done something with the suit, right? Like when even the fighting, like he got out of the suit and then he started like fighting. It's like it would have been cool if he had actually grabbed a stick or something with IG and like started fighting those guys and like that was an iconic scene. No, he jumped out of it and that was it. And I'm like, I don't need
it. Almost seemed like more of a hindrance to him than just having the regular pram, because clearly he could keep up to speed with them in that rather than using his little legs waddling. And like, we'll just make him a new pram. He'll fly alongside, and then he'll hop out of the pram and battle when he needs to.
Yeah, you couldn't cobble a bunch of parts from this to make a hover pram for the kid. I mean,
it was for sure like for slapstick like humor, and then to sell some toys.
100%. Like the T-shirts.
And that's what annoys me is they didn't do anything with it. It didn't make anything happen. You know what I mean?
It didn't propel the plot forward.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. So all right. So we don't have to go through all these. We've been through all these before, but yeah, cool looking display.
Someone was saying, I wish that Thrawn's office. Why can't there be something like this in the U.S.? And I mean, the closest we kind of get are the Comic-Cons when Sideshow, because Sideshow has the distribution rights here in the States. So it's on them to do these things. And they started doing that awful thing where they're like, we're just going to host our own thing at the Sideshow offices so no one can come see it. But look how cool it looks on a screen or something. And you kind of remove being able to walk through these cool spaces, which I feel like we need to kind of get back to in terms of fandom, is like going to these events and like going to see these cool build outs, but I think the COVID times kind of stopped.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I thought I could pull up this cancellation letter, but
no. It's on their website.
Is it on the website?
On their website, on Hot Toys' actual website, yeah.
Okay. Let me go to Hot Toys HK.
Yeah, QVC Sideshow blow. Yeah, it's a 100. It's a QVC show. Their Sideshow things. I don't know if Sideshow's attending Comic-Con this year. This is a good question. Yeah, that's it. The Hot Toys announcement.
Yeah. So I was trying to rack my brain because I see a bunch of people were talking about this obviously on the streams, and everybody's saying I think this is the first time they've ever done this, and I really was trying to like go back and look. I feel like it's happened before, but I don't think it's happened on anything that they've actually solicited and collected money for. You know what I mean? Like pre-ordered for a while and then said, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I think things have gotten on the verge of like being announced, like this is going to happen, and, coming out in a month or something like that, or be available soon, and then it never was or something. Not just the stuff that they show all the time that you're never going to get, but like stuff that was like imminent and then just never came out. But this, I think, is unique. I
always assumed that once the pre-orders go up, you're safe. That figure's coming out.
Yeah, they've done their calculations and they've said, well, we know we're going to sell at least X amount of these, whatever that X is. But yeah, to have,
and one of them's an Iron Man too. Like, which I know it's
that's
a what if Iron Man.
That's more shocking
right?
than the Flash. I think everybody was talking about how they were more shocked about the Flash, but
well, Young Barry sold out.
What's that?
Young Barry was waitlisted on Sideshow.
Was he really already?
Oh shit!
Wow. I don't get it.
So I took this two ways. One, this was kind of translated a little rough. Like if you read it, I kind of took it as it was out of their control. So I'm curious.
I took that too.
I'm curious if it was either a licensing ordeal or like a manufacturing ordeal. You know, because they don't do this in house. You know, all this is outsourced to different companies and different manufacturers. So I'm curious if something happened there where it was completely out of their hands. So, but also this may be new to like Hot Toys, but this isn't new to any other industry in the entire world.
No, that's 100% correct. But Hot Toys has always been kind of safe from it, so I feel like people are just able to like pre-order things without fear. And for this to kind of come up, it now installs this whole new thing. Well, like, what if it doesn't actually come out? You know. So, but I think you're right. I think it's out of there.
I think these are unusual situations. I mean, that Iron Man got a lot of derision when I saw it, and it was just not anybody saying, "Oh yeah, I definitely got to have this." But it is an Iron Man, and there is that contingent of people who will just order it because it is a version of Iron Man. Yet it's a cartoon version,
like the What If series people who are collecting.
There are some What If series people. Yeah, I think that's a very small amount of people, but yeah, What If completists, I guess. Yeah, sure. I know there was some talk, and I don't know what everybody thinks about this, of like the Flash thing being a cancel, that DC doesn't want to have any more.
Then they would have canceled the other Ezra Miller.
Exactly.
One too,
that was
exactly.
Yeah. I think that this just like a marginal movie at best. I didn't think it was good. B, kind of a actor with problems. C, a DCU that's dead, even though they are still coming out with the armored Batman and everything. But a DCU that's essentially dead, and a very niche costume in this movie. You know what I mean? It's not even like his iconic suit. It's just like a cobbled together, Batman outfit. Which, I mean, I think a lot of people think that looks cool, I guess, but it is very niche. So I could see it not. I'm shocked that it was sold out. But I mean, then again, the problem could be that Sideshow may have made the calculation that they're not going to sell a lot of these and didn't order a lot of them. So them selling out could have been 1,000 units. You know what I mean? And maybe to Hot Toys that wasn't enough. If your main distributor in the United States is only ordering 1,000 units, maybe you got to cancel it at that point. You know what I mean? They just didn't have enough interest in it.
I took it as it's a production issue. Something happened on the production line in the manufacturing, and they had to make a cut somewhere. So they probably looked along the lines of what wasn't going to be a big seller or something like that. And then to that point had to be like, okay, this Iron Man is a massive figure and a massive undertaking. If we cut that, then we don't have to cut 3 regular size figures. And then maybe we also cut this one Flash figure because the orders weren't what we had hoped. Maybe.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's definitely a math, a bottom line calculation for sure. It's not just. I think it's more that than anything to do with, any kind of, what's.
I don't think it's Ezra Miller related.
It's not Ezra Miller. Yeah. Hot Toys has reacted to the rapid market changes, and our team is highly disappointed to this unusual situation of project cancellation.
That just sounds like somebody took up their manufacturing spot, and that would have pushed back a whole bunch of figures if they didn't cancel something. To me, that's what it sounds like.
I mean, they've got their pick of production factories. You know what I mean? And they've got those all lined up. I can't imagine that it's just a matter of it was going to take too much time. You think is what it is? It was going to take too much production time to do. Maybe it was going to take too much production time based on the sales, but I think it's all based on the sales. I still think it comes down to they just didn't sell enough of these things.
I think the figure choice comes down to the sale. I don't think that the why they had to cut something came down to the sale. I think that is maybe the actual manufacturing plant overbooking too many things kind of coming through and then had to make a cut somewhere. And then they were like, okay, you have this many things. Can you cut 1 or 2 of these? And then they had to choose.
Yeah, so
but they're not adverse to delaying something. You know what I mean? I mean, they just solicited this last year. I mean, if Sakaar Sakari and Iron Man doesn't come out for 2 years, yeah, people will be bitching, but not many of them. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do they care? Like, all right, push it down the line.
They probably have more on their plate now than they have last year. Like even with these exclusive figures, like they're releasing like next month or even now. Like you can grab them up now. But like on this, I can't read it, but I'm pretty certain it said something on there along the lines of like it was involuntary on their end.
Yeah, it does say.
Well, it says we're highly disappointed in this unusual situation of project cancellation. Yet, due to unforeseen market alternation, which is like a really weird name.
Alteration is what I'm thinking that they're trying to say. But
yeah, we have been involuntary to cancel the following projects. We have been involuntary.
I think that word actually is key because I don't think that you miss.
I think that I'm reading that as like unfortunately, as opposed to like they weren't told to.
I think that they like without their control they had to cancel something, like they had to.
Yeah,
that's how I took it.
It's hard to tell.
That's the fun thing, though. It's just all speculation.
Do
you think Hot Toys should come out and like, hey, look, this is exactly what happened, or do you think there's or do you think there's like NDAs in place where they can't like the manufacturer and them have to sign of like, so the manufacturers don't claim like we've made this for Hot Toys, we could actually do this for some third-party companies, even though they probably do that anyway. This kind of prevents both sides from actually like shelling out some like secrets or behind-the-scenes stuff. Because I'm curious, why not be forth and honest?
Well, I wonder also if they're really not. I wonder also if the people who have ordered from Sideshow are going to get a cancellation notice. So I wonder if that's going to be a little more, hopefully it'll be more proper English from Sideshow, but like, a little more revealing in terms of like why it happened. Maybe. Or it's just going to, hey, we had a refund, it got canceled. Sorry.
Here's a coupon.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they'll go into any more. If their
it'll be interesting to see
reveal anything else.
Yeah, as the story develops,
Yeah, because it's not a matter of like it's coming from one line and it's like, is there a problem? It's like with like Super 7 with the Simpsons or something. It's like, are they losing that or are they losing Disney or whatever? You know what I mean? Like they're two different properties. Very remote figures, so it's not like there's some sort of issue or something like that. It's just basically these products, and I think they probably just didn't sell well, or maybe to your point, maybe they just couldn't. They had to cut something for production, and these got the cut, I guess. So anyway, interesting.
I would love it if Hot Toys as a whole, Hot Toys, Mezco, a lot of companies, were as forthright with the information as Queen Studio and InArt is. Like anything that comes up in the production line of InArt, there's a post about it, there's a little apology, there's a look at this is what the figure looks like, we're trying to work on this exact area, this is why it's taking a little bit longer. I love that shit, and you'll probably see my handle on there somewhere like praising them, like this looks great, whatever, because I want to like promote. Yes, just keep us updated, because like I love just being updated and knowing what's actually happening.
Yeah, and John does live streams to like update everybody else, get in touch with the audience, like his market, that demographic. For one, they still have to kind of like prove themselves. I mean, granted, like Hot Toys has the market share in this space, and InArt is still newer, right? We're all pretty well versed with it, but I'm sure more casual people or even people outside of like Six Scale, they don't know them. But they're doing good. Like the over communicating, that's perfect. People are eating that up.
Yeah, and I know people were like kind of like even when they did that, there was I was watching some shows where people still getting on them about not communicating enough or saying the right things, or like with the first Joker thing, I understand like they kind of blew it, but I think they figured that out the first time around, saying it was a limited thing and then it wasn't a limited thing.
For first release though, man, you got to give them like, I know there's delays and issues. I mean, that was a solid first release. Like a lot of companies that the first launch is rough, right? Because you have like the quality control at the warehouses, probably your first time working with them. Then distribution is probably the biggest thing that a company like InArt has to deal with, getting stuck at a port and then distributing to all the retailers that they're working with. There's a lot. So I applaud them.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're doing a great job. I know that there's some issues with things getting out to everybody,
at the same time.
Gandalf, yeah. I mean, like there are literally batches, whereas with Hot Toys, I don't think there are. Even though the Hong Kong retailers will tell you there's in batches. Maybe they get to the store in batches, but they're all released at the same time, I believe, once production is done. Whereas I think InArt may be still doing production on some of these things and then releasing them in batches to the distributors. And
that would make sense. So. People are still getting their Gandalf.
Yeah, now. I know. I got that back in November or something like that, or January or something like that. I don't remember.
When'd you get yours?
Luckily, one of my buddies hooked me up at retail for it.
Oh, nice, great.
Oh, nice.
So I just got it in last week.
He's beautiful.
Speaking of InArt and competition.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I don't know what the hell that was. Asmus. Second time they've done this they did, Gandalf came out from InArt and they stepped on the gas and came up with a much better looking Gandalf. Do they have that up here?
Still not InArt quality, but it is better. Yeah.
No, but it's good. I mean, we don't have the rolling eyeballs on this or anything, but that's a damn good sculpt, man. It looks pretty damn good. If that's what it looks like, I didn't get it.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a little too tan. It is truly a little too tan. So I mean, Asmus has already teased Thorin. Haven't really shown anything. Did they show? Wait a minute. Did we see a little tease of that or no? No.
What?
I remember seeing the outline.
Yeah, they did show something.
Silhouette.
They did show a little bit of a. Did they have him at a show? Or no? I feel like we saw the InArt one. It was a blurry picture. Anyway, so Asmus has come out. This was our pick for a few years ago for like figure of the year. It was a great figure. It still is a great figure. The clothing, they've always done a great job with clothing and accessories and stuff like that. Hair, not so good. You know what I mean? You can make do with it, and it was fine for the time, but it was really pretty rough. So they've decided for $75. This is again, hello Hot Toys. Come on.
Yeah, Hot Toys should do this.
Even for $100, $125, $75 for a rooted new version of the Thorin head sculpt. I'm seriously thinking about it, although apparently they're out of stock. Even they put up a post saying, "Hey, here it is," and I went to the site and it was gone already.
I knew about
apparently it had been up for like weeks or something like that.
I knew about it because TJ texted us about it that morning, but the morning he texted us about it, it was sold out because you had wrote all these texts had come through well before I woke up because you guys are on the East Coast and I wake up late. But I saw it, I was like, I went this whole roller coaster because I was like, oh, new Thorin sculpt. Oh, great, I could go order it. And then I was scrolling, and then you were like, it's sold out already. I'm like, God damn it. Yeah. All right.
So I thought for a minute that maybe it was like, oh, they just haven't put it up yet. But no, apparently they showed a picture of it, like a rough picture of it, like a week ago, and I guess that's when they put it up. And then they put nice pictures like this up, and it's already sold out. So like, what is the point? Anyway, $75 I would have taken a chance and gotten it, and even if I ended up selling Thorin, at least the person who's buying it is getting a nice head sculpt with it. You know what I mean? But I guess I'll be buying InArt now. So that's that.
I still like my first Thorin. He's still a great looking figure. You know, I'm happy with him.
Yeah, no, he's very good. But this is a great looking head sculpt.
That's that's a much better head sculpt.
Yeah,
definitely. And I know Asmus will kill it.
And then there was
not
this.
Asmus, sorry, InArt.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, $350, $400. I don't know.
Then wait time.
True. Wait time. Yeah. I don't know where this came from. I saw this somewhere. Here's Howard Chan playing with some toys. I don't know if this is at the display or previously to the display of the dark side. But if you zoom in on this, and I guess I can't.
Yeah, Dark Emperor Luke.
Dark Emperor Luke from the extended universe. Interesting, but it's basically a Darth Vader, I think, without
with the Luke head,
the Luke head, and without the chest plate. So everybody was kind of going nuts, and I'm like, I think they just kind of were fucking around.
You could make this at home with one of your Luke Skywalkers.
You can. You can make it right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
You just don't have that little Dracula cape. I don't know where that came from.
That's the people kid bashing like Darth Padme. Right now.
It's 100%.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, so there's that. All right.
You can't kit bash that gold trooper though. That's off to the left.
No, you can't. You can't. can't do that.
Do you guys like the red Death Star backdrop?
Yeah, I think it's rad. Yeah,
I do.
See, I was like,
I mean, you have it behind you, so yeah, I definitely like it.
Does that come with that the Purge Trooper? Or no? Or was that just something they just threw in there for shits and giggles? I don't think I've seen that. Have you?
I think that's from what I could tell based on whatever this picture was, the text over it. It seems like that version of the Shadow Trooper with a red Death Star backdrop
is the new stuff that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Like the Savage Press little cos baby down there. Is that what that is?
Oh man, I hope we get a Savage. I
hope so too.
Man,
that would be so cool. He would look so good.
Savage would look good.
He'd be a beast of a figure.
Yeah. He would. He's a lot bigger than Darth Maul.
Asajj Ventress would be great too, man. I don't know why they're not.
Yes, she would. Absolutely. I would take her from the Clone Wars. I'd even take her from the Bad Batch.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I actually kind of like the Bad Batch version of her.
I really like the Bad Batch version of her too.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows what side she's playing.
My thoughts on her from the very beginning of the episode to the very end, 180 completely. Because at first I was like, "Oh, huh, I don't know about this." And at the end, I loved it. It grew on me really quickly.
Yeah. So a couple of things. Let's just take a look at a couple third-party things because we're getting late here. But actually, we're not. We're pretty good. This is nuts. Caustic Classic, yeah, killing it with the hammer and the old, the 40s horror figures. Movable eyeballs in this one, which is cool. It's great for the Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, it really works well for that figure. But this organ, I mean, alone is like insane, man. It's huge. It looks pretty cool. I mean, it's not for me, but these arrows are weird.
And if you order directly from them, you get the mask. That's like
you don't get the mask otherwise?
Yeah, no, I don't believe so. I think you have to order directly through them versus another retailer. I think that's like the incentive.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Why would you ever order from anywhere else then if you don't get the freaking mask? Like the famous thing from the Phantom of the Opera. I'll be honest with you. I had no idea that this is what the Phantom of the Opera looked like underneath the mask.
Well,
because I only know what that mask
shows how iconic the mask is.
In the original one, was the mask on that much? I don't even remember it from the original one. I remember the play is the where I've seen the mask. I don't even remember it from the original movie. I remember this. I mean, the little Cheney makeup man was the thing. I don't even see that. I wonder whether or not show. Okay, I guess because this is from TNS, so we have to go to Caustic Plastic.
Yeah.
Let's see. We can jump over to Caustic Plastic.
I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. You said it on the show, so it has to be 100% certain.
Now it's true. Are you selling it? Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? Hang on. Was that it? Oh. Yeah. Is
Web
this the mask?
gifts only.
This is what this looked like? I don't remember this from the movie at all, man. I don't know. Wow, look at that stand. This is crazy.
That is a beautiful set. Like
it really is.
Like I never again, not a big thing for the Phantom of the Opera. I kind of want everything else as a part of this though.
I know.
Toy photography.
I don't know what I would do with it. I mean, it's kind of a period specific thing, but it's cool as hell, man.
I can see a cowboy playing at that organ. Why not?
The fiddle.
You can go in a bar. Yeah,
I suppose.
The saloon.
So multiple versions of that. I don't know how much they are, but I guess that's the mask. I don't remember that being in the movie, but it's been a long time since I've seen the movie, so I guess that's the thing. There you go.
I'm glad they made it a lot more iconic, I guess, for Broadway. Is that what?
Yeah.
The mask with
Broadway
the part that kind of curves down. Yeah, like that's the mask that I know.
Yeah.
Same.
Tom, you know anything about this? Is so King of Fighters. Okay,
that's also one. Oh, it's 1/6. That's insane.
Yeah,
okay.
1/6.
I mean, I know
doing these. We've been talking about. Holy shit! Look at that.
They got Doctor Strange arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wow.
I'm assuming this is like an anime that
No, it's a fighting game. SNK is like an old school fighting game company.
Okay.
Like Yeah, there's some great.
We can look at these really quick, but these human Monkey Kings freak me out, man. I don't care.
This is what it looked like a lot in a lot of the stuff that you'd watch. Though.
I know. It's very traditional. It's very traditional, and a lot of the movies, early depictions and stuff. But it just freaks me out, man. I don't know, something about it. It's kind of weird. Looks nice though. There's a lot of nice stuff in this.
Yeah, the sculpting on the all the hard pieces that's on the fabric armor look really nice.
Really nice.
I mean, it's unique.
It is very
sure. There's a bunch of this is a little more. I like this. This is a little bit better. This is more in.
That's more of my speed too. A little bit more monkey.
Not this goofy thing. This is a little bit more, even though it's still very human. That's cool.
Is that the same
cool,
company? Or is it two companies?
Yeah.
Also...
No. I think so. Wait a minute. This is Bao.
Because the armor looks the same. Colored.
Hayu Toys. Yeah. How are you toys? How are you?
I don't know. How are you?
How are you? Yeah. Apparently a bunch of different versions. Wow, 4 different versions of the Monkey King.
Wow. I mean, the Monkey King is a massive cultural character.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, for sure. Kung Fu Master.
Is that Bruce Lee?
Which then they just end up putting like Bruce Lee on here, like why call it the Kung Fu Master and then label it Bruce Lee. This clothing looks horrendous, really bad. I mean, the sculpt
looks pretty good though.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that isn't a recast though.
The body is definitely a stock body.
The body is horrible.
Wasn't it Hot Toys or Interbay that did Bruce Lee prior?
Both of them.
Interbay did it, and Hot Toys did it way back in the day.
Oh,
yeah, Hot Toys was an MX, one of the first MX.
DX.
This should be a seamless body. First of all, I mean, I would want that. Yeah. Okay.
I would love to see Hot Toys do a new Bruce Lee.
Skullomania. I don't even know.
He's 1/12, so you can. Skip.
Oh, that's right. This is 1/12. Yeah, you're right.
That I knew for sure.
And then
these are re-releases of the
Fullmetal
Alphonse brothers. Yeah, from these two. Okay. Like these have come out before. I don't know if there's anything different about this re-release version, or if this is. But they were also teasing that they're going to be doing Roy Mustang as well. So there's going to be more to this line coming out, which is great to see because this line is like lied dormant for. I think these came out like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 5 years.
Oh, really? So these are reissues that came out. Wow. Okay.
These are reissues. Yes, that they're now doing. They have announced or teased the next versions from this line. Yeah.
I mean, 1/6 anime has got to be doing well because there's just more and more of it. So
yeah,
I know Rocket Toys is really blown up. I'm not really
Rocket Toys is the best. They're the in-art of anime figures, in my opinion. I have one right behind me of their figures. I love it.
Talk about present toys. I mean, Starman, if you want to. 1/6 Cammy, there you go. Yeah,
you had that Y Studios Captain Spaulding a couple above that.
Y Studio. Oh, you're a horror fan. That's right. Yeah.
You're not a fan of this. Austin? Not a fan of this.
It doesn't look like them.
No, I don't think
I
don't think it looks like them at all. They've had some like banger announcements, like the stuff they introduced was really cool, but they the Leatherface that came out, and then the Ghost Face from the Scary Movie came out, and then one more. And none of them have been like super great quality.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks
a shame.
A little cheaply made. I mean, Y Studio. Why? I don't know. How are you? Why? How are you? Why? Interesting.
I mean, that's one of her poses in the game. I'm not gonna I would love to say something negative.
Seamless body?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Wow. That's a custom seamless body for this. Holy cow!
This looks kind of great, actually.
It actually kind of does.
Way back in the day. Oh wait, we lost Austin entirely.
What happened? He's gone. He's just gone. Austin, come back. He was offended.
I've never seen legs like bend like that. Seamless.
These knees look great.
Yeah,
what is going on here? That
like, there's no like
really
bunching up happening under there.
Yeah, usually you get that little weird like bunch in there.
Damn it! Am I gonna get this? Wait, this is not the same company that did that Ryu, right? That came out that like looks absolutely phenomenal.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't know. Starman? I don't know.
No, probably not. I don't think that other Ryu was like a blatant, clearly third party thing.
Jeez,
I think that was actually.
I mean, the everything else on it. The clothing looks kind of cheese, but like, what do you get? I mean, I guess it is what it is. Should be a little more spandexy, I think, but.
Yeah, it should be. It should be a little less. That kind of looks like canvas almost.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of.
I mean, I got to tell you, like, not a big, fan of this property, but like, this looks pretty good, and not in a weird way. It just looks like that body is like pretty.
No, it looks perfect for Cammy. This is what Cammy wore. Yeah. This is what she was in the game, and she was awesome.
I mean, they're even getting like character. So these are it must be soft. They're even getting. He's back. There he is. Kind of. Sort of. There he is.
Yeah. I think Storm kicked me out. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Gotcha. No, it's all right.
Yeah, we were just remarking on look at the way this knee moves on this thing. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, like
that's a good seamless body, man. That looks natural.
Have they came out with these seamless bodies before with this particular company?
I've never seen this company before. This
not in this form.
This is why. Yeah, why is it their logo an MS, but their name is Starman?
Well, because you read right to left, right?
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be in English, right?
Well, but they don't. I'm sure nobody's proofreading this.
Well, you're not actually like.
They're probably creating the name for, Hong Kong. For the Chinese market.
Yes, but then why use M&S? I don't know. It's weird. I find
it's Manstar. I guess
it is. They should just call the company Manstar. That's fine.
Yeah, why not? And these got to be soft, right? Because look at the bend in this boot, which is nice. Like you don't have to put the cut in the boot because they're actually.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that either. That's great. So that's like a fabric boot over the actual joint,
a pleather boot or something like that, which is nice. I don't know what the difference.
The face looks great too.
I guess that's.
I'm kind of impressed. No, that's just a versus screen. Yeah, they're just doing that.
And are these? Is this rooted? Are these like wired?
It looks like it is rooted hair. Yeah.
Oh my god, it is. Wow.
Yeah. I want to see what this actually looks like in production, though, before we kind of go all hog wild over. This looks so good. Are those are just stickers that you put on her leg? I take it. That's why.
Oh, that sucks.
That does suck.
What is that? Yeah, that's terrible. Well,
they gave her bigger, wider hips than I think Candy usually has. Is that just me, or is
it's
I'm not upset by it.
It's accentuated for sure.
Yeah.
In the game, I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen the
it might be a little over the top. Yeah. I don't know if there's a new version of it. I don't know, whatever. But you guys been Fallout?
Oh, yep. Fallout was so good.
I didn't watch the last episode. I'm on the last episode.
I won't say anything. It was so good.
I think I'm like 2 or 3 episodes away from finishing it. I'm like,
we won't talk spoilers or anything.
It's been awesome. Like I never played. I'm not a video game guy, like I said earlier. So I didn't know anything about this, and I went into it pretty blind, and I've been hooked. I was like, holy hell. Like I was expecting this kind of be like a background show, kind of just to have on and like scroll on it.
I didn't expect much from it either. Yeah, for this almost the same reason.
I've been blown away. Excellent. It's been awesome.
I mean, I kind of know a little bit about the game, and I played like some periphery games, like on the iPad and stuff like that. But like, I never played the actual game. But I mean, from what I hear, like these are not characters necessarily. I mean, they're types of characters in the game. But like,
every game is a new set of characters anyway, so it kind of just falls into the new story, which is how I think a lot of these video game property movies or shows should be. Don't try to tell the same story. I know it's working for Last of Us. It's a very specific story that Last of Us is.
Sure.
Fallout, we're on Fallout 4 is like the latest one or whatever that has come out. We've had so many of these. Tell a new story, and they're doing it perfectly.
This is great. I mean, I knew kind of about the lore and stuff, but like, it's like seeing it in a show. It's so good, man. It's like such a deep, rich, interesting, great take to go like, 50s. That was when everything ended, and that's how people were, and they changed and evolved from that period of time in the world, and it makes it so interesting, man. It's really, really well done, and all the thought that they put into it. It's such a good well thought out lore. That's the other thing. Like when you were saying, Tom, like different characters, if you've got that rich a lore, yeah, you can do that. You know what I mean? Like you can go anywhere with that and do so many different things, man.
And the humor has been perfect.
It has. Yeah. Not overdone, but like
not too silly,
just
not
the right amount.
Yeah. Campy enough.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a goofy 50s campy Mad Max, which is like but dark. You know what I mean? Some of these characters are like, I love it, man. They're doing incredible jobs with the background of these characters. Every one of them I care about.
The sets are really
unlike
well done
something
too.
like
the
say
armor looks great. Like
Tom, that's a good point. It's not like an Ant-Man Quantanium or whatever where it's like it's so CGI'd. I feel kind of out of it. This I do feel like I'm in like the wasteland or the vault or wherever it's at. Also, acting's been awesome despite like the campy feel to it. Acting is perfect.
Yeah, it's campy but endearing in its campiness because it's mostly 50s, right? Which is that endearing campy time period of our history.
Just people a little more like, you know, neighborly and social, you know, supposedly they really weren't, but you know, you get that impression. And Leslie Uggams having just a complete resurgence with Deadpool and this show. It's nuts.
Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah, this is cool. I mean, I don't know is this from a specific
that's from the game. It's specifically from
just
the
one of them from the game. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one of these was on Sideshow for a while, and it was for like 145 or something.
Yeah,
it was pretty cheap.
3.0 is just usually really good with their pricing of 1.6 stuff,
520.
especially when they do big armor stuff.
This is 520.
Jesus Christ! Never mind. I take it all back. They're getting a little pricier.
I'm a little too unfamiliar with 3.0. I don't think I have any 3.0 pieces.
Yeah, 3.0 has been kind of all over the place. I mean, their main couple of things were the Walking Dead and the Game of Thrones and the Transformers. Yeah, that's their big.
I have the Transformers and their anime stuff. Oh, you get the Power Rangers.
Yeah, they had 3A with Ashley Wood a while back, which was interesting stuff. But they've always been like a little cutting edge, a little periphery. The great idea. Hopefully, I'd love to see them do figures from the show because as much as I'm like, all right, I don't have to pick up every figure.
I'd probably get the Ghoul.
I probably would get the Ghoul. Yeah, man. Yeah, I probably would.
And like honestly,
and I like her too.
I was gonna say like I kind of might get Lucy. Like
Lucy,
a Lucy and Ghoul 2-pack. Little
there you go.
Action.
I'd buy it. Hey,
look,
I also really like Maximus as a character too. Like he's great. Like
her suit would pop.
Yep.
Yeah, her suit would pop really nicely.
So would you think it would be 3.0, or do you think because it's a TV show, the licensing is going to be quite a bit different?
I don't know.
It's still Bethesda, so it depends. I'm sure there's some licensing weirdness there, like because it's Amazon and who knows who's producing it. I'm sure it's probably another property, but I'm hoping that maybe they have some kind of because 3.0 does do nice figures. They don't do great sculpts all the time of live action.
They're getting better. They are getting better,
but they have gotten better. The last Game of Thrones figures were very good. The last mostly Walking Dead figures were a lot better than they used to be. They started out being really bad, but I mean something like the Ghoul, I think they could knock out of the book. You know what I mean? Like,
I think we could all hope though that it's not Star Ace who is doing the boys. You know, let's all just really hope that.
Please. Please. Have we seen
I buy one
Star
Ace figure and I'm good.
What'd you buy?
Voldemort.
Okay, that's like the only good one, I think, right?
It was acceptable. Like I bought it like pretty discounted. I think it was like $160 after shipping, and like at that price point, I was happy with like the price to quality ratio I got from it.
Are you? Is that like your representation on the shelf for Harry Potter? Are you going in on the in-art Harry Potters or?
I told myself like Voldemort, like some of this stuff, right? I'm sure you guys are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like one character is like a good enough representation of that franchise movie or show. That's how Voldemort was for me. But I haven't fully unboxed like my in-art Gandalf yet. But I have kind of opened up, kind of look at the sculpt and stuff. I'm like, oof, man.
Is that your first in art? That Gandalf that's right there?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get that Harry Potter.
Look, I was even thinking about, so I was filming a video tonight, and it was like about like my favorite like horror pieces in my collection. And my stance about the in art Pennywise, it was like, I have the Hot Toys Pennywise. I got it for, once again, I think it was like 160 or 170.
On one of the daily deals?
Yeah, they were going cheap. And I was like, for what I paid for it, I don't feel like the need to upgrade. But after like taking Pennywise out, kind of posing him a bit tonight, and then still like looking back on this in-art Gandalf, like, man, you know what? Maybe I should sell off some pieces and actually start upgrading now, you know?
Yeah.
So start cultivating the collection a bit more instead of like expanding it out. Maybe condense it a little bit more. Get rid of some troopers, some other characters I don't care about. Get rid of 3 or 4 pieces for like one piece I really fucking love.
Yeah.
Yep. We talked about that on a show a while back, just being more selective and getting quality over quantity, basically. Like, you know what I mean? Like if something represents a show and you can get a great, like that Gandalf, you know, a movie. I know a lot of people could just have Gandalf and maybe, you know, maybe
Aragorn and Legolas.
Yeah, maybe on the shelf or something, like, you know what I mean, like or the Hobbits or something, and that would be it. That's all you really need on the shelf. So I could see that. I kind of want to do that myself. I think that's where I'm kind of going with things, like things that I have that are just marginal looking, you know what I mean, not very good, and they're just representation of something. I might just, you know, start to cut those things off, get some better versions. But yeah, I think you know. Hey, if you ever want a Peter Pettigrew from Star Race, let me know. I have
that. Don't you tempt me.
Collecting dust. So, like, if you want it, just let me know. I'll pay for the shipping. Yeah. So I know we talked a little bit about exclusives, but how do we feel about like that stuff? Are we liking, like, have you gotten anything besides 000? Have you gone in on any of those things for the sideshow? Have you gotten either the Anakin or the Wonder Woman or anything else that's come out for the
I've missed out on some. I was able to get Artisan Jack Sparrow.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I got him. I think
nice.
Yeah, that's the only piece. I missed out on Wanda, which I really wanted because like that's like one of Rachel's favorite characters. So like obviously I'm going to try and get that. So I'm still kind of maybe going to wait around for that one. Maybe get like the Multiverse, the Madness one that's coming out. So
yeah.
But yeah, Jack Sparrow's
a lot of people like that. Yeah, I think all this stuff is going to come out, especially the Rooted Hair stuff from Hot Toys. And it's going to pop up there, and it's going to be stupid expensive on eBay, and then it'll come down to reality. But I did manage to get Wanda, and I managed to get Anakin.
2 big wins.
Yeah, it didn't seem that hard. Like, as long as you got on there in time. Like, I know there were people who missed out. I don't know, but
Trevor's experience with it made me feel like it's doable, which is why when we were worried about this 000, I'm like, I think it'll be fine if you get on there at the time. You should be fine, kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, even I mean, people who got on there like a few minutes late, 3 or 4 minutes late, managed to get one. I mean, it depends obviously on the amount that they have, but I think a lot of people get in there and like look at the price and go, I don't know if I need this. They just get
I did that with Joker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I had a chance to get Joker too, and I was just like, what am I doing? And I was thinking about somebody else actually, and I'm like, I'm going to get this, and like nobody's going to want it. Like, you know what? I'm not going to do it for that reason. But it's not that
rough to go for that after the NR came out, because like as good as that one comes out looking, I mean, come on, the NR is like something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's the fairest way to do it, though. I don't think it's. I don't know how else you're going to do it.
Way. No, there's not going to be a perfect way. Someone or a group's going to be upset with a different time zone that they're doing it, or a different allotment or whatever. This one's fair enough. Kind of sucks for some people, depending on like East Coast, West Coast, or their work schedule.
I mean, Sideshow's a West Coast company, so it's usually fine for us over here. Like their thing was at 10 a.m. And for most people, that's good. For me, that's still really early. I wake up later than that, but that's fine.
As long as I mean, as long as you're not at work and your work locks down your computer or something, if you can get to your phone or whatever.
Problem.
But like that is a problem for people. But I mean, when are you going to do it? You know what I mean? You can do it on a Saturday, I suppose, but people work on a Saturday. You can't win.
There is no way.
The one thing I do wonder though is if they're doing things like that. Like I do wonder, like if that many people, if they would have sold out of the rooted hair Wanda as fast as that, if they had just put it up as a regular release for the price that it was. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if people just didn't grab it because A, scalper, B, I'm going to get it because there's a limited edition of them and they're only up for a few, like a half an hour or something like that. I think there's a little bit of either FOMO or like, hey, let me just grab one. Type of thing going on. Whereas I don't know if it would be that case if it was just up there and anybody could go and buy it.
We're going to find out when those invoices start being sent out and people have some time to sit there and think and then get hit with that bill at the very end. Depending on if they did the payment plans or not, but we'll find out.
I like that comic version, Victor. I think that was my favorite Wonder Woman.
I like that one too. I like the vibrant colors. Like honestly, I'm all about. I honestly just want. I hope that Hot Toys continues with their comic stuff. That's really it. Like, I just hope it just continues on going. And if it is Hano, if that's where the comic stuff's going to live, then that's fine. No, I kind of want the Hot Toys treatment on these guys. But
I wonder if they would do that though. I mean, it's perfect for comic stuff, and they haven't done any DC stuff yet. I wonder if they even can do the DC stuff. That would be really cool.
Yeah, Hano's only been so far sticking with X-Men, but they teased Thor, so it seems like still just Marvel. But we'll see if it goes beyond that.
I would love it. I mean, I'm still on the fence about that Hano Wolverine to replace the Sideshow one.
Yeah,
I really love the Sideshow one, but I really want to see it in hand. I want to see somebody review it and see if it's not souped up Mondo. I know it's better. It's not Mondo, but like I don't know. I just want to see the way it moves and stuff like that. Those back drops again are great.
I'm trying to stare at your collection. I am pretty blind though. Is it just Star Wars and DC? Is that what I'm seeing?
Here's Marvel.
No, there's a lot more.
I also see 3 Leonidas.
Oh, lots of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Leonidas. That's cool. That's a piece you don't see too often.
I got
lucky. Is that the Hot Toys Leonidas?
It is.
It is. Okay.
It was a grail piece for me for like forever, and then I bought it for $400 from like somebody in Puerto Rico, and then when I received it. It was like marked as used when I received it. I was like, this thing is still sealed.
Wow.
So it was brand new in 2019 for $400.
In good shape.
That's great.
Fantastic shape.
No problems with it? Nice.
Nope. Zero problems.
Well,
I will say, go ahead, Austin.
I just got Rachel to watch 300 with me maybe a month ago.
Okay.
Now. I don't think she loved it. not as much as, I did.
Oh,
but
300 is so good.
I wonder. I have not watched that since around the time frame of when it came out. And clearly, I owned an HD DVD back when I was still battling it out with Blu-rays of that movie. So I watched it a bunch then. I've not watched it since. I wonder how does it still hold up to you, Austin?
I have fun. I go into it. It's just with fun. Like I'm only watching it for the fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Godzilla versus King Kong, where I know some people complain, and
it's fun.
I'm there to watch Godzilla fight King Kong, and that's pretty much it. I don't really care about the humans or a deep backstory or anything else like that.
It's the cinematography in that, and in Sin. I mean, it is Frank Miller brought to life. That and Sin City, I thought they did a great job with both of those movies and in capturing the look of those books. And I love it, man. I can still sit and watch that movie. It's great. Maybe not the second one so much, but the first one was great.
I only saw the second one in theater. What was that, like in 2008 or something?
Yeah.
I can't.
That's the only time I saw it too. Yeah,
I've never had a want to watch it again. I don't know.
Same.
Nah, it's kind of the same thing.
It just didn't feel the same.
Not every movie,
but not as good.
Not every movie that has a sequel, I feel obligated, to watch it. But So, but if I watch Terminator, of course, like the next time, I'm probably gonna watch T2. If I watch 300, I'm not gonna watch the Spartacus or whatever the second one was called.
I ended up getting. I'm gonna plug Star Race. I did get the Leonidas from Star Race, and it's pretty damn good, man. I mean, I know I've seen the Hot Toys in person. There's some things that are probably.
How much are they paying you to say this?
This was years ago, man. Years ago. It's actually pretty damn good. It's a good figure. It looks good. It's good. it's not bad.
The Star Ace have the gun to you right now. Staff wants
the Star Ace in the room with you right now. No, every once in a while they'll hit on something. They hit on the Breakfast at Tiffany's figure. The what's her face?
Oh, that one was really good.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's weird what they hit and what they miss.
At retail? Because I feel like that makes a difference if you get them at retail versus like.
They actually sent it to me. They actually sent it to me, so it was free. Yeah,
oh,
makes it even better.
It's nice to have that clout.
Well, that price to quality is there for you, man.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. Yeah, maybe that's why I like it so much. I don't know. No, it is very good. They did a good job with it. It is actually good. All right, I think that's a show.
That a show? Nice.
Is that a show? Yeah. There was something I was going to ask you, TJ. I can't remember what I was going to ask you.
It's about electricity.
No. Those elves. Hey, those elves from Asmus, the archers and stuff. Worth getting?
I love them.
Okay.
The ankle joints, horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Shit.
That's a shame.
Can you replace the bodies, or they specific body? They got to be kind of thin bodies.
It's right? Well, like between like the armor and the chainmail, like I wouldn't.
Oh, getting it all off is going to be
I wouldn't.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
They look great.
Austin, this is partially your fault, by the way, that I got this.
Dude, is this like not like sneakily awesome?
He's really awesome. He looks great. I wish he.
That does look cool, man.
Well, his hand just fell off. I wish his he posed a little bit better. No, it just wasn't pushed in all the way. I kind of just posed him like this just for the shelf real quick.
That does look pretty cool.
Yeah, like I really love the look of this guy.
Like, that is cool.
So nice looking. It's just there is something about the bend on this doesn't seem as good, but I really wanted. I had him on top of like
he moves really well though.
He does. I wish he got. He's Spider-Man, so he should get a little more crouch than this. But that's me wanting something I don't think it's possible at 1/6.
Yeah,
but still,
man, that's really nice.
Good. Also, he was on TNS for $130. Hey, look at that.
My post I got to get better at that. I'm gonna keep him out. I'll mess with him later.
Oh,
I'll
pickups. That's kind of what I was going to talk about. Pickups. Did anybody else? Did you pick up anything else? Is that recent or no?
Yeah, no. This actually. So funny enough, I ordered this while we were filming the last show.
Okay.
And then it came in this week, but I also got Mr. Knight, so I got 2 Susu.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You got Mr. Knight.
In the past,
did you end up working out that head situation with the?
I have not touched it. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm doing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks to Benjamin, who I hope is still watching.
After 2 years
you got the old man Logan.
Yeah, man.
How do you like it?
What do you think?
I think I'll be honest. I got this on a whim. And I got it kind of for the cowboy aesthetic because I really love the Red Dead Redemption Morgan. And I wanted to do more cowboy stuff. And I didn't really care about the Logan aspect as much. But damn, it's really nice, man.
Did you get the extra head too?
I'm getting the extra head. Yeah, I ordered it.
Okay,
again, we got moving ankles, which really sucks. And these are not flexible
TNS?
At all. But yeah, I got it from TNS. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I'm actually impressed. The Spider-Man has the.
I forgot to order it.
I canceled mine.
Oh, did you? Your old man Logan?
I did, man.
Oh, nice, Alfred.
This is a great looking figure, man. Mars killed this, man. It's really, really nice.
Old housekeeper.
So I know I keep bringing up like Rachel in movies, but literally maybe a few nights ago, she watched the '89 Batman movie for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
With me. So far, we're at the '89 Batman movie. We watched Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin.
Oof.
Yeah. So all that was like her first time watching it all. So like I'm sitting there watching, I'm loving it, but I also get like her experience with it, and I get to like nerd out with her at the end of it. Like, what'd you think? Who did you like? And like kind of like compare notes. It's been fun. She's obsessed with Keaton now. So now I'm like, okay,
understandable.
I think we're now going to have to like start picking up some pieces.
Well, you got the Beetlejuice from Sideshow, right? I take it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What are the other main Keaton ones that you'd want in your collection outside of Batman and Beetlejuice?
Yeah. So the '89 Batmobile.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You okay with the Hot Toys one?
I am.
Yeah, I think it looks good, man. I mean, I know there's a lot of consternation over that and the Jazz Inc. The Jazz Inc. being the true size, but only like an inch longer or something like that, or whatever it is, 10 centimeters. Or,
I think it just depends on what you want to get out of it for what you're trying to pay for it, and like what I'm wanting to pay for and what I'm wanting to get out of it. Like Hot Toys that's like good enough.
Yeah.
For me,
crazy to say that about a Hot Toys thing, right? That it's good enough,
right?
And a $700 thing, you know what I mean, too.
Yeah. I'm sure outside looking in, like hearing that, like hearing the price, I'm sure like a non-collector be like, "You're crazy." Like, yeah.
Well,
but someone freeze his bank account.
But obviously, this Alfred, she liked Batman Forever. So far, the order ranking has been 89 is her favorite. Batman Returns, Batman Forever. Within the first 5 minutes, she actually hated Batman and Robin. Yeah, so
don't blame her.
Has the same order as me. So yeah.
Man, I had, you know what? It was so funny. I didn't tell her anything about Batman and Robin, but I was trying to explain it. I'm like, okay, look, there's gonna be a tone shift when watching this, right? It's gonna go from like there was some comedy in like the Batman Forever, but it was a dark tone. Like this one takes a straight like campy tone and like turns it up. And then she had no idea what campy meant. So like I'm sitting here trying to explain it without trying to like influence her. She was never into movies before me. So like I get to like introduce her to a lot. So I'm trying to explain campy without trying to paint like anything negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
camp could be great. Like I love Doctor Who because it is campy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You know? Mm-hmm. But I failed trying to explain that super well. And like first 5 minutes, she's like, "Yeah, dude, I what is this?" I was like, "No, just keep watching. Just keep watching. Like listen to the puns. Chill."
No, there's nothing after Batman Returns.
But she had to watch it, right? She had to like.
You should. To know
Batman
the
and
conversation.
Yeah. You have to know. You have to learn what you don't
Batman
like.
Begins and like
huge total shift there. Yep.
Right. That's what I'm excited to see.
I got to tell
you know what it was with those.
I hope you continue through with this. I love it when you start off this is the movie we're watching, and then here's our reviews at the end in your stories, and then you're like, who did you side with more? Like I love those, and sometimes you leave us like all hanging. We're like, we're watching this one. And then there's no reviews afterwards. I'm like, what did you guys think? Like, come on. It's killing me.
I've been blown up so many times about that.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
I like that stuff.
Yeah, doing the couples video review is this thing, man. Like that's the shit. Yeah. Like everybody's doing that. And then you could tie it in with like a figure too, like which figures should we get from these things? So take a look at the figures, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, should we get these figures? You know what I mean?
She's tossed that idea out like to me to do, but it's one of those things I keep saying like, no, I don't know. I feel uncomfortable doing that. I would love for her to do it, but like the last video I made of like Rachel's top 10 favorite third party.
I saw that. You were doing all the work.
So, but she's super introverted, right? Like she very much not. She doesn't want to be in front of the camera at all. But
you
like,
wouldn't know it if you met her, though. She's very personable when you like talk to her in person. But
well,
it's a different thing with on camera, huh?
Yeah, definitely not on camera. But also, like, she loved being like she loved the entire Lael and Shane and all of them, like who introduced us to you. Like they were so nice. Like we had been with them for a few hours that day too. So
okay, so she had already kind of come out of the shell at that point, and kind of like
she got super comfortable. Yeah, and you guys were so nice to her too. So.
Well, you guys are great. Like I love.
You just don't have to. You don't have to watch yourself afterwards. That's the thing. Just do it. It's just the two of you sitting there talking.
That's true.
Record it and then don't ever watch it. You don't have to. You're like on camera. All right. I think that's a show. Did you get any? Did you pick anything up? No.
Just that extra Spider-Man I got yesterday that Tom wants.
Yes, I will send you the money. Though I will tell you after you sent me the 2 head sculpts, I'm like, I don't know if I want the bad one.
Did you notice it really?
Yeah. Oh, at the second you put the 2 head sculpts side by side,
like, afterwards, I was like,
the lines are like the lines are off. There's a bunching on the head. I'm like, I don't know if I want this one.
Well, the bunching on the head is on all of them.
Well, it didn't look like it on the picture that you sent me. You should send that picture.
I'm telling you, bro.
Trevor
like
too.
that, there's just head bunching.
One of them looked all fucked up, and the other one looked like the one you're keeping. Is what it was.
I had to like do a double take because I was so confused between like I thought I got the second batch from Pop, and I thought Sideshow was sending me the first batch.
Yeah.
So then, like, I had to ask you. I was like, can I open this?
I should have said no.
Should have said no. Yeah.
You know what's funny is if I didn't see the pictures, I would have been fine with it. If I got it in hand, I would have been fine. But seeing that now that if I get and I will, because I told you I'll buy it. Seeing that head, I will know that the version of the head that I'm now missing out on, and I will be now chasing that down. So you've just created something.
You don't if you don't want to, like, I can just sell it on eBay, bro. It's fine.
All right, we'll talk about it.
All right.
All right, Austin. What do you got coming up? You got any videos coming up on the channel or anything new? I know you got your new top 10. The newest one is the top 10 third-party figures, right?
Yeah, I'll have one out this weekend. Depends on if I finish it tonight. I don't know. But I should have one out tomorrow or Sunday.
Oh, cool. Beautiful.
So it'll be like my the horror pieces in my collection.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Nice. That's
kind of what made me start realizing, I was like, oof, man, I really have not been doing my due diligence and picking up figures I actually want in like this aspect of collecting. So that's what kind of got me down like this rabbit hole. Like, maybe I should start selling off some of these and pick up some that I actually really want.
You should, especially if there's ones where like InArt is doing this Pennywise. Like that is a special figure that they're probably not going to do again, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that Pennywise is nice, man. Yeah.
I got to agree with Silent Zombie on this. We didn't talk about this. Underverse, is it Elvin? It's a big tiger samurai guy that they're doing. It looks really awesome.
I did see that. Where the hell was
I
that,
was
though?
so
Why
tempted to pick it up.
TNS? I thought I saw it on TNS. Why wasn't it?
Doesn't they sell it just on underverse.com? I didn't know that they sell to
Can you
stores.
Try and bring it up, or you want to do it next time?
I mean, I'll forget by the next 3 months from now when we do a show.
Yeah, I know. But while we're talking about this, definitely go to Austin _Nicholas on YouTube, and subscribe. Throw him a subscribe. This is good stuff up here for sure.
You guys have been very kind, man. I appreciate this, especially being like a fan and friends of you guys. You know, I like tuning into the show and listening to you guys. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that you're one of the 20 people that show up to the show. No, I do appreciate it. It's the problem with the show is like we're so like random when we. Oh yeah. Oh no. Well, that's the drawing.
Okay. This is the drawing of it. Hang on, the pictures are below it.
Okay. Yeah, this looks
so like.
Oh wow.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty sick. I'm gonna.
You
avoid
actually can't
this.
click these pictures to make them bigger, so that kind of sucks. Hang on, they had another page. We could just go to the shop.
There we go.
I don't see it here.
So they're kind of an art. Oh yeah, they're kind of an art toy company, right?
Yes, they are.
Whoa! What was that thing on the bottom? That horse. What was that?
What thing? The horse?
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, no, it's a little.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah.
All right. Maybe it's here. Can I blow these up? No, still can't. Wow, great. But you could tell that he looks really cool. And there's two versions.
Can you pinch and zoom? Can you pinch and zoom?
Totally pinch and zoom.
All right.
So there's two versions. This is the exclusive because it comes with the yelling head. And then there's the regular version that does not.
Yeah, you need the yelling head. The yelling head looks insane.
Yeah, you need this. Like, there's some of these pictures, like this looks like to me like a Leica Studios movie, but in figure form. Which I know the stop motion; those are figures anyway. But there's a quality to this that's just like, damn, that looks good. Like, I don't know.
It does. It really does. This is very tempting. I mean, I'm happy with the.
I have that one too,
Master Wang, you know what I mean? And they have the white version of Master Wang, which this reminds me of. But, I mean, having the soft goods and just the motion for this one looks incredible.
Soft goods is what sold me on it as a difference between Master Wang and this. But there's some great people out there doing soft goods for Master Wang that look amazing too. So
I do, I mean, you want to collect stuff you love, but I do sometimes think about, like, what if my collection... Because there's a lot of great like art toy type 1/6. All the sort of Ashley Wood-esque. I can't remember who puts them up, but the space girls and stuff like that with the tank girl type looking things. I don't know who puts those out, but
it's still Underverse. Underverse is doing the new.
Is it Underverse does those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at in the stop. You're
but
talking
I mean that, and almost I do have the stuff from Dorgmal Snow and stuff, and it's like I love that stuff. I love the look of it, and I kind of wish like maybe I just had like stuff that I thought was cool and not necessarily stuff that was like properties and things like that. But I don't. I got too many things now, so I'll have to pass on that one. Anybody picking that up? Are you grabbing it or no?
I ordered one of their other versions that still hasn't come out yet. They had like we had it on the show at one point, just like a
not a telepath, but something like that, where she comes with some crazy stuff. So I'm kind of waiting to see how that comes out. And then once I get it in hand, then maybe I'll start like looking at their figures a little bit more. But I'm in the same way where I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my one art figure on my shelves. Where is this gonna live? Like, what am I gonna do with this? Exactly. I might just shoot it a couple times and then sell it. I don't know.
Zombie says the exclusive version is sold out now anyway, so you wouldn't.
I assume that was the case because that went on sale a couple days ago at this point.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Oh well, yeah, it was cool. I wish I saw that the other day and I forgot to write it down, so I didn't bring it up. But well, it's all right.
Yeah, thank you, Silent Zombie, for letting us know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, hey, Austin, thanks again for coming on. We'll do it again sometime soon. Boy, anybody got anything else going on? Anybody got anything coming up? Photos? No,
I don't do shit.
It's always photos. Go
tomorrow I'm sleeping in. Does that count?
Yeah. If you want to talk to TJ tomorrow, you can't because he'll be sleeping in. Did you take any pictures today? Do anything today? No. Okay.
I was too busy worrying about like my house burning down.
Well, that's true. That's true. You had other things that were a little more important.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for sticking with us. I think we'll be doing this in 2 weeks. We'll see. Again, hit the bell. You'll know when we're up there. I'm trying to get better at like promoting this a little early in advance.
We actually had pictures to promote today. That was good.
I know. We actually had some stuff to do. Yes, exactly. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. And as always, may the phone be with you.
I'll be with you.
And never mention Ahsoka in Trevor's presence.
God, don't speak it into existence.